My books Honest Bonds and Honest Bonds The Fall of Tenebris are both available for purchase on Amazon, and Manga Writer has written a webcomic series called Shadows. Links to all of these can be found in the description below. D-Dog guys, it's me, Sergeant Major Mario. What is up? Welcome back to the Metroid Prime Remaster. Alright then, just time that well. Did I on my phone? Yeah? No? Sure? Fuck it, why not? Just a reminder to stick the phone on silent. Dumbass. Anyway, last time we were here, we acquired the Ice Beam, and did we get anything else? No, we just acquired the Ice Beam. That's sort of like the major thing. Oh no, we got the Wave Beam upgrade as well. So yeah, this time we're gonna go to that. I think I'm gonna get the gravity suit here. Whatever could give me the indication. They're being very subtle about the upgrades. Alright, well now that the surprise is out of the way, let's get going. Quick listen to playback, see I'm coming in. I'm coming in, you can hear me. Unfortunately, you can still hear my annoying voice. I ain't going anywhere. Did I scan that? No, I didn't. All Metroids destined for phase-on ranges in the mines must pass inspection. What's the inspection? Can you suck blood? Huh? Oh, that. Oh! Okay, yeah, right. You. Somehow I... Fuck off. Okay, we're off to a tremendous start already. Dude, jump. Gravity suit time. It is gravity suit time, apparently. Why did they make these tunnels? Because these clearly aren't natural tunnels. They have things in these tunnels. Like, what did they make them for? Like, who made them? The Chozo? Can a Chozo slip through gaps? Questions for later. You're not even looking at me. I guess all day. All day. See? Told ya. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know. I'm going there. Like, fuck. Wait! Like, could you not see I'm going the right way? You normally suck eating. Oh, hello. Secret door. Oh no, they're like other doors here. Oh no, there's no other doors except for, what is that, like... the very obvious morph ball tunnel there. Okay. Ooh. At least I spotted these two immediately. Oh, and that one. I don't just like the way they do the chime for when you do something like that. It's like just very Zelda-like when you open a secret door. You know the. Probably not the first person who's made that comparison. Oh hey buddy. Okay. Okay. Alright, now how the hell do I get out of here? Verbal, help me! Ah. So. Alright. Time to actually be like a gamer and platform. That's a grapple joint, that's fine. I thought I was going backwards for a second. We are good. Can I scan the ice? No, I thought I could scan the icicles. Alright, I'm now in plot. And gotta face the hentai tentacles. Hentai no more. Oh! Whee! What the hell? The tentacles sent me flying. They're just decoration. I'm gonna put it past this game, alright? Ooh. Huh. Cool. Oh, fucking hell. They really stick up on you, don't they? Hey, hentai, could you launch me? Oh, they went wild because I was nearby. Alright, launch me, hentai. Oh, what? Okay. That's what I get for relying on porn to do my bidding. I like how it's just here. Like, you know, just miraculously placed there. Like someone just threw that in the water and went, it'll be fine. Methinks ice isn't the best of combat due to slow fire rate. You could freeze the enemy, so of course it's the best. Duh. Purple. Gravity suit acquired. Movement in liquid environments is no longer hindered. Yay, and the extras along to the main menu, and now I can... Well, apparently I can see better as well. Like, hold on, I was not able to see this well before. What, does the gravity suit give me better vision as well? How does that work? Just gives me a better visor to look through? Damn it. Launch me. Please. Oh, you're pissed. Ow. Oh, there's two ways in. Okay, right. So now I take the other way now that I've got the suit to actually maneuver. Gotcha. Oh, right, yeah. I forgot about you guys. Get fucked. Hang on, wasn't that... Never mind. And of course, you assholes are now here. I wouldn't have expected anything else. I don't, you know, do I question how you got in? No. I wonder why they have a grapple point there. Like, is it possible to get the grapple beam sooner? Because, like, surely they would... didn't I just come from there? No. The door was there. The door was... a door was right behind me, but I ignored the door because I am dumb. So, I'm gonna say, fuck the grapple point, and I'm just gonna take the long way. Because that's a door. Nope, it is for later. Well, I'm still gonna see what's in that door. Piss off, we'll do hentai later. Huh? Oh. Hey, you weren't here before. Oh, hello, I see you up there. Hold on, hold on. Do the missile expansions get drawn to you if you do the charge? No, they wouldn't. Like, that'd be too easy. No, I was expecting... Octopi, stop saying hentai, please. Is that the octopi asking, Zach, or is that you asking? Wait, what? I didn't rest on the ledge. It appears to be too high to access by jumping. Aw, you cheeky bastards. Are you really gonna make me wait to get that expansion? Fine. Oh, you're back. Huh. Neat. Octopi Zach isn't here right now. And you guys are back too. Okay. Oh, you bastard! You made me I'm committed. I'm committed. I must know what lies beyond that door. Stop fucking shooting me! I'll deal with you later. Oh, look at you made me do! Alright, they're pervious to water. Just wait till you get that grab with beam. It's much easier that way. I don't care, I'm going down! I'm committed! What the? Piss off. You know, thank God these electrical-based attacks don't electrify me. Or the whole water, for that matter. Okay. Oh, it's that type. Okay. Ha! Didn't even get a fucking chance. Right, I made it. Fuck you. Alright, what we got over here? There's another one? Yeah. But I shot you when you were doing your thing. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? Fuck you. Just fuck you. Okay. Now will you behave? Good boy. Now die. Okay. Oh, piss off! They're fucking everywhere! It just says stop using ice, please, and use the other beams. But no, like the other beams don't damage that one, from what I saw. All right, what am I looking at here? Can I make that jump? that's a jump you can actually make. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, well, I didn't even see that. Yeah, that's the door I'm trying to get to. Humph. That's the door I came in from, right? In it? Yeah, okay. So I guess this is like an entrance spot. Like you will come in through the other doors when you get to this spot. So okay. Looks like I do have to come back later. Man, Zach, why didn't you tell me to come back later? Like, seriously, man. You just made me waste time. Not cool, dude. Yes. Eh, whatever. You're the one that wanted to get to the No idea what you mean. No idea what you're talking about. Ah, now the morph ball's purple. I kind of prefer the green. That would be interesting if, like, you know, if they made like a Metroid game, but you can customize the colors. You know, maybe you want Gravity Suit Samus, but you want a green morph ball. You know. That could be interesting. Oh, you guys are actually starting to piss me off, like, for real. Fuck off. The moment I said, hey, maybe wait to the grab me, you just said, never, I must see this. I have no idea what you're talking about. Fake news, clearly. Clearly fake news, man. Are you gaslighting me? I feel like you're gaslighting me. I got paranoid seeing the exhaust of that. Yep, can't get anywhere without the grapple beam now. Cool. So I just gotta go. So, they were really expecting Samus to come from the other door, weren't they? We said Z was the one who gaslights. Actually, no, that was you. That was all you. Like, genuinely, that time, that was you. Up here? Yes. Oh, actually, I'll just, save. Just in case. Cool. Just didn't want to use any of my jumps then, apparently. Ooh, that's life. You're the one that's gaslighting me, motherfucker. Ah, you know it's all in good fun. I do it for a laugh. I don't know what the fuck Z's motive is. Gaslighting is fun. Absolutely! Don't take me out of context. Also, hey, Jack! You wanna get in on call, Jack? Just a wee sec. Alright, I mean, I gave you a second. You don't need to tell us what you do in the loot. That's my worst joke yet. Just the way I shot that one, and it was still coming up like, Rrr! Oh, haha. So, I want to go to the... Oh, I need to go back to that shipwreck. Let's go to this one. How do I get up there? Oh, for God's sake. Son of a... You know what? I deserve this. Deep down, I know I deserve this. That's what I get for my puns. My lame puns. Get fucked for gaslighting me. Damn, spiteful. I love it. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Hold on. Was I here earlier and I somehow got very, very, very confused? Oh my god, I was here earlier trying to figure out where the hell to go. And I missed this. I was here earlier, but I said, guess I have to come back here later, and took the fucking long route to get back to square one. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna pull a certain game developer and blame the game, because that is just me. That is just me. You know what? That is payback for gaslighting. That is just gaslighting payback. That really is. Okay, I'm all good. Sweet. Self-gaslighting. Maybe, who knows? Oh, let me just... Why didn't Discord call? There we go. Jackie boy!
Hello.
How it be?
My brain is fried.
That's
Death Note.
That's why I wanted to invite you into this, so you could take a fucking break.
Yeah, I've covered like I want to say 11 chapters today.
Jesus, dude!
It's going well. There's a lot of content to talk about in these chapters, and my God, Nier's scenes are so boring now.
I think he said he was better in the manga.
Like he is better in the manga, but it's like my God, I have heard him having to like do the whole Kira theory. I want to say at least for the 4th time now. It's so grating.
Death Note brain rot, damn. Okay. I don't think. Okay, Jack, would you still prefer this over rewatching Light Up the New World again?
I would prefer to just read the manga. Light Up the New World just fucking ended me.
Hey, I was there with you both times.
Yeah.
God, that film was so
But,
dog shit.
It was so bad.
So much potential and just nada.
Nothing. Just absolutely nothing.
I mean, the Shinigami looked cool, but that was it.
Yeah, because I was like where all their budget went.
Yeah.
That was about it.
Was Ryuk even in Light Up, or was he in New Generation? Like, I remember he was in New Generation.
He was in Light Up, yeah.
Right. I just can't remember anything at all.
And he was in New Generation for like the last 10 seconds.
Yeah, because like, you know, we saw the what I wish to call
New
him,
Kira.
the soy boy Kira,
Yes.
because there's no way they looked at that and went, yeah, he's gonna be cool. Everyone's gonna want to be cosplay him.
Yeah, nah.
They just look
I
like
just found the most recent K-pop star. It's like, would you like to be in a Death Note movie?
recent K-pop star that, if anything, looked like what fan artists would draw Alan Light's child. Better or worse than the Netflix one? Ooh. Nah.
Light Up the New World is worse than the Netflix one solely because it's boring.
Yeah. Good is better than bad, but bad is better than boring. So at least you can riff on the bad.
Yeah, Death Note, like, Netflix, like, pisses me off. Like, on a fundamental level.
Yeah.
But Light Up the New World, just... I watch it, and every time I do, I remember, like, 5% of the movie. Which is really bad, because Light Up the New World is, like, 2 hours. But Netflix was about an hour and... was like an hour and 30 minutes.
It should be saying as well that like I've watched all the Death Note stuff with you for this retrospective.
Yeah.
And when and this normally happens with you and I, when we watch stuff, we riff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just like make jokes and stuff. Also, I'm just gonna put on the screen share just in case you want to like hear the game and stuff.
I don't want to, it's fine.
Well, you know,
It's
just in
Metroid.
Wow, way to shit on Metroid. Yeah, like yeah, we riff.
It's an R-rated Mega Man.
We make jokes and shit. And thing is, with Light Up, we barely had anything to say. Even in the second viewing, the funniest thing that somehow had us on our ass was when the characters are walking through like this big
Like a
tunnel,
sewer.
and you just said, "This smells funny," and for some reason that just had us in fucking hysterics.
It was just like, you have to keep in mind, we have been silent for like 20 to 30 minutes because we had nothing to say about the film, and I just saw this scene and I saw some gas, like some smoke appearing from a certain pipe, and I was like, man, this guy smells funny. And that was
We had to...
and because our brains were like so rotted at that point, that one simple joke had us pissing ourselves.
You recorded that session, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Please
So
tell...
if I need to rewatch Light of the New World, then I just need to watch that.
You got to put in that moment where we lose our minds and just have like context note saying like, you know, this was us on our second watch.
Ugh.
Didn't
Everything about that movie is pain.
Didn't you say boring was better than rage-filled stupidity? Well, sheer stupidity is what I said. And that was in context to Sonic X, but You know, there are exceptions to the rule. Netflix is stupid, but
Yeah.
you know, it's not 100% stupid. There's some moments where you can see that someone was trying to make a good film out of it. You know,
It's like I will say, like, as I fucking have to keep watching the Netflix film to, make an analysis of it, there is some stuff where I look at it and I go, yeah, they didn't execute this the best, but it's still nice that it's there.
yeah. And it still had moments that were, somewhat that were enjoyable. I mean, fucking, Willem Dafoe Ryuk, he is fucking perfect. But like, there's nothing good about Light Up the New World outside of the fact that Ryuk looks cool, but that's not enough to justify, it's like, yeah, this went from 0 out of 10 to 0.5 out of 10. Whoa.
Yeah. Light Up the New World is a movie where they had such a solid idea because they saw that one rule in the Death Note where it's like, oh, the world is only allowed to have 6 Death Notes, and that kind of stuff. So 6 Death Notes, 6 Kiras. That's sick. That is a fascinating idea that could really make for just an entire film in and of itself.
It had so much potential.
But that plotline is resolved in the first 30 minutes of the movie.
And even then,
even for the next hour and a half, it's just boring.
Well, it wasn't
nonsense.
It wasn't even that. It was like even not even in the first 30 minutes. I swear, in like the first 5 minutes, 2 Kiras are just like killed immediately.
Yeah, exactly. They're picked off like nothing.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
And it's like, well, that was a fucking way. And it was like because we were genuinely like I was aware of Light Up the New World because I saw the marketing for it about 6 Kiras and I was excited and I talked to you about it and you seemed quite interested in it as well because of that marketing blurb. It's like, wow, okay, but we've got to watch the new generation. Okay, so hey, we're learning some interesting aspects and they're gone.
Yeah, it was just boring. Very, very boring.
Yeah, the thing is, the new generation was like there to introduce people to Light Up the New World to like build up hype, but it like all it did is just make the new L dog shit.
The new L, I said this in the recording of when we were watching it for I think it was the second time. Yeah, it was the second time. I explained thoroughly that the L that they want us to like in New Generation is a smart person written by a dumb person.
Yeah.
And it blatantly shows in how he's able to deduce certain crime scenes and shit like that. There's no sense of logic whatsoever in those shows. Or like in that L whatsoever.
But like the only saving grace for New Generation was episode 3.
Yeah, there's an entire episode in New Generation where it goes from the perspective of a criminal that's trying to get better.
Yeah.
And it is probably one of the best pieces of Death Note fiction like you will ever find.
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic. Like, cause you could see the true despair and regret in him. Like he really regretted what he did, and he just wanted to move on with his life. Yeah. And, I'm not saying I'm not saying that he like deserves to instantly be forgiven. But you could tell that he was trying, like still visiting the home, where the people he killed died and stuff like that. And like he has a lover. Like she sees the good in him and ready to move on with his life, and then killed. And that shit is really fucking good.
Because it shows the whole fundamental flaw with Kira's whole ideology.
Yeah.
Where the idea of redemption just doesn't exist. And I feel that a good way to, I guess, add nuance to that idea is to literally just tell a story from a criminal's perspective, and that's what New Generation did.
Yeah.
It was great.
I think if Light Up
it.
the New World was more from the perspective of the people rather than, just focus on dog shit L,
It could have been interesting because that is a downside to Death Note, and I don't know if you're going to bring this up in the review or not, but it's like we rarely see the people's perspective of the whole Kira situation.
Yeah, I am going to make that a point because even the author himself confirmed that in an interview.
Really?
Where he said, yeah, he said, I'm not gonna be able to quote him exactly because
No.
I don't have the memory of a fucking robot, but
Yeah, of course.
as I was reading through the How to Read book, which has been an absolutely incredible source for this retrospective, I swear, he was asked, oh, why is it that you when he was being asked about Mikami's backstory, he said he didn't want to do it at first because he wasn't fond of flashbacks. And when the interviewer asked him, oh, why is that the case? He basically went, oh, there was other series at the time that were constantly doing it and I wanted Death Note to be different. But I also wanted Death Note to just be about the harshness of reality and I didn't want to focus on human drama.
Right.
And yeah, it's Oba has a lot of comments that are very questionable about his own work. Where he goes, I don't want to focus on human drama. I just want to do all this stuff. And it's like, but the story is a human drama.
It's literally a drama.
It's a character study. What are you talking about?
Death Note is from the perspective of Ryuk. It's from the perspective of a human.
It's like life is the main character, and it's through his drama that fucking. Oh, but what are you talking about? What? I'll see if I can get up the exact quote. Hold on. It's somewhere in here. Yeah. Okay. So it was after he talked about Mikami.
I'm a dumb person
Right,
with the luckiness of a smart person. Hey, Sapphire.
Yes. Oh yeah, here was a question he was asked. Was there anything you were careful about when creating Mikami? He says, and I quote, I wanted to make it clear that this is an evil guy who uses the Death Note and reveres Kira, but at the same time, I didn't want to focus on what's right and wrong. That's why I also didn't show much about people's reactions to Kira and hardly revealed what kind of people the Kira worshippers were. So because Mikami was a Kira worshipper, I paid special attention to his first appearance. So, he says himself that he wasn't going to focus on the Kira supporters in the story, which is very weird, considering that would be a very integral part to the themes of the story.
It'd be damn essential. You kind of need that shit.
I don't know. Some of Oba's comments are just there's conversations to be had. I'll say that much. Where even in his want to not focus on human drama, he gives us some of the best human drama I've ever read. So.
What do you think his like?
So confusing.
What do you think his like reactions to like Death Note getting insanely popular? You know, people are like paying attention to the characters. He's like, are you guys reading my story at all?
I think it was confirmed in an interview that he wasn't aware of all the online discussion that was happening.
Really?
When Death Note was being made, and it was only until afterwards did he find it. He was like, oh, neat.
Then he saw the yaoi ships.
Yeah.
He's like, really, guys?
Oh yeah, he says here, when he was asked the question, I heard that there was a lot of online discussion going on, but I didn't have time to see any of it. Also, I didn't want it to affect me, so I chose not to check it out. Valid. But I'm very happy to have people discussing my work, no matter the method. Right. Obata the artist says, I don't know much about the internet, but I'm happy that people are discussing the series.
That's cute!
Dude, fucking Oba and Obata are an absolute fucking dynamic duo. Like, they have an interview together in the book, and it's so endearing. Like, my god. Did I tell you of the superstitious stuff that Obata dealt with when he finished Death Note?
No.
Oh, okay, right. So, in Japan, there is a superstition where if you draw demons, or shinigami, it brings you bad luck. So, Obata is a very superstitious person. And he was aware of the fact that Death Note was going to have a lot of shinigami, so in order to make sure he didn't have any bad luck when he was producing the story, his editor brought him to a purification ritual to make sure that he was going to be fine. Oba was also invited, but Oba is an atheist, so he doesn't believe any of it. So he just decided not to go. Fast forward to about 2006 when the manga was over. Obata got sick, and he was like, "Oh fuck, have I been cursed with like all the shit that I've done?" So he does what every other superstitious person would do and got his fortune told. The first card that came out of the tarot card was death.
Oh my god. I shouldn't
And
laugh.
Obata was like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble." But then after a few days, he took some medicine and then he was fine. And Oba just like heard Obata talk about this. He was like, "That's funny."
I shouldn't laugh because I know Japan, they heavily follow their own like traditions and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
why would you take on the job if you're that superstitious?
he just likes strong Shinigami. I don't know what to tell you.
That's for some...
Hey, he needed to pay bills. He was willing to sacrifice his soul to the devil. We all know fucking Japan's work culture.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But yeah, there's it's little stories like that that just make Death Note so much more entertaining to read. Like, did you know that during the Yotsuba arc, Obata had no idea who Kira was until Oba told him?
The artist?
The artist had no idea who Kira was, because not only did like Oba just straight up not tell him, right? But Obata had a whole thing where he didn't want to know too much about the story. He basically did it chapter by chapter because, like a fan, he wanted to be excited of what was going to happen next. So, during the Yotsuba arc, he was fully convinced that the real Kira wasn't Higuchi, but somebody else.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I was right. I'm an idiot. Like, okay.
Oh, did you think I was talking about fucking Light?
Yeah, I was.
Of course he was gonna fucking know, like, fucking
I
Light
know,
Kira.
I know, but I was like, it's like, are you like, was he not drawing the manga correctly? I'm dumb. Ignore me.
But yeah.
Just imagine, you know, just like after like L is like introduced, he just goes to the author, is like, man, you really build a suspense. How are you able to hide Kira's identity? He's like, looks over like, you fucking serious?
I was like, excuse me? It was in chapter 2.
But that was.
But yeah, for the entirety of the, it was, yeah, because not only was it's also funny because when Obata found out that Higuchi was Kira, he was disappointed. He was like, man, this guy's too pathetic to be a villain. What the fuck? But in saying that, he enjoyed Higuchi just constantly fucking up. That was great. What was I also gonna say? But also, I think, like, Obata not knowing who Kira was during the Yotsuba arc is both so funny, but so smart at the same time. Because the artist himself didn't know who Kira was, he couldn't drop any hints in the art.
Ah.
He just had the script to follow.
So it was a good way to keep the fans guessing.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, every time I read the Yotsuba arc, like, with fresh eyes, I've no idea who fucking Kira is. Like, there's just no hints whatsoever to who Kira might possibly be until it's revealed to be Higuchi.
Yeah, they just straight up give it away in the anime.
Yeah, Rem's just like, he just looks behind, like just stands behind Higuchi and goes to me, he's like, he's right here. Hello. Hi.
Right, they did do that. Why did Rem do that? Was that part of Light's plan as well?
It was part of Light's big brain galaxy fucking altering plan that Rem was gonna help out somewhat. Because Rem had like her own goals. She wanted to like make sure that Misa wasn't in any trouble.
Yeah, because, you know, Rem's a simp.
Yes. What we also call a lesbian, so.
Hey, well, it is June.
Mm-hmm. Happy Pride Month.
You know, Japan may have been anti-gay back then, but they definitely weren't anti-les. They got their priorities backwards. It just reminds me of fucking when Jeremy Clarkson was like accused of being like homophobic. He's like, I can't be homophobic. I watch tons of lesbian porn. He actually said that, by the way.
Based Clarkson. But yeah, I've just been learning lots of various little trivias about Death Note. Did you know that Mikami was his design was inspired by the kid from the pilot?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Obata just looked at the pilot design, just went, yeah, I'll use that again.
Pilot designs are,
Because
are always so interesting because
Oh,
you
yeah.
just see the like. I mean, reading any manga that's like complete from start to finish is like you just see the evolution of like the character designs.
Oh yeah, it's always insane to go from the latest chapter all the way back to the first one. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just go, oh my god, the art is really improved.
I'm always like that with Komi.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm so used to Komi that like when I decide to restart it, I'm like, fucking hell, I forgot Tadano looked like that.
Yeah. That was also a thing that Obata had to deal with when it came to the Yotsuba arc in Death Note, because as we all know, Light loses his memories in that arc.
Yeah.
And Oba made made a note to Obata that when Light loses his memories, he needed to draw Light how he drew him back in chapter 1. But the issue was that Obata completely forgot how to draw him like that.
Oh.
Because he was unconsciously taking out certain details and shit to because obviously all artists do that. Like I've been through that myself.
Yeah.
So I just think it's funny. It's like you have to draw him how you did in chapter 1. He's like, what are you talking about? And then he looks back at the first chapter. I was like, oh wow, he is different.
It's like you have to draw him like you did in chapter 1. Will do, sir. How do I do that again?
How do I draw this character? I've been drawing for like 2 years at this point.
Ah, Phazon.
Oh shit.
The plot device of Talon 4.
Very nice.
We're in Chernobyl now, boys.
Let's go.
Yeah, Death Note is always such a fascinating thing sometimes. I'm still trying to wrap my head around he didn't want to do a drama, but he made a drama.
Artists be wildin'.
Like, do you think when he was like when he saw like production of like Soap Note, he went, man, you guys really butchered my show. It's like, what are you talking about?
Saw all the extra drama. I was like, why are you doing this? Like, we're adapting from your fucking source material. What do you mean? I mean, I guess in a way it does show off just because there are some scenes in Death Note where you're like, oh, okay, maybe that scene could have been a bit stronger, or it could have had some more development, and now that I've read the behind the scenes, I now know why. Because of that human drama was not Oba's first thought. He just wanted to tell like a very action-packed story.
There's not a lot of action in it though, let's be honest.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
You'll find the action through walls of fucking text that the Nier arc is fucking awful at using. Holy shit. I fucking read that shit, I might as well just pick up a book. These are fucking BB murder cases, I know I'm reading a novel.
What
Half
book?
the character drawings are just buried under walls of text. It's like that fucking, it's literally the fucking meme of, hey yo, stop, there's not enough space on the panel.
I have not seen that meme.
There's like a small joke in the Archie comics of Sonic, where Tails gets the ability to be super smart, and he goes on a big long tangent explaining something, and the joke is the speech bubble is so big that it pushes Sonic to the edge, and Sonic just goes and says, "Stop! You're taking up the page."
I love little fourth wall breaks like that.
Yeah, it's cute. But yeah, Death Note around the end. Oh boy, does it like to talk. When we get around to the time when Light gets caught, I swear to God, you could cut out about 85% of nearest deductions and you would still have sufficient evidence of Light being Kira. Which I am so glad the anime just completely cut out.
Which is interesting, because normally anime adds in so much stuff because of all the filler.
Oh yeah, that's just another thing about Death Note in case you don't know. If you haven't read the manga, the anime butchers the Nier arc.
Yeah, you were talking about that. Explain.
It absolutely fucking butchers. There are so many scenes that the anime just straight up takes out. Mello's whole investigate. You know Matt? You know that one character that was helping Mello for a bit in the anime?
He like appeared once, from what I remember.
Yeah, he has way more scenes in the manga. Like, he's an actual character. Even though Oba had no idea how to use him. He was still a character.
He was going to be L's original successor, but he spent too much time playing games.
It was just... Yeah, we also have a whole thing. You know Hal? The girl that got held hostage by Mello when he wanted the photograph back?
Yeah.
She had connections to Mello.
Oh, right.
She already knew him. And they 100% were fucking. Like...
Well, they were actually in a relationship.
No, it's just very heavily implied.
Right.
Just one of those things of fucking, she takes a shower while Mello's, like, you know, in the bathroom with her.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And
they
she's like,
fucking.
oh, it's like, she's like, oh, so what are you gonna do? You're gonna hide in the bathroom? It's like, I don't mind. I do like you having around. It's like, oh yeah, 100% you guys are fucking.
You know, it's one thing I love.
I'm gonna bring the pro Z clear. It's like, oh, they fucking.
Oh,
They fucking.
I love that fucking meme. But like, it's one thing I love about like fandoms in like anime and stuff. Like, you know, a character says hello to each other, then they are the OTP. Two character like a girl will literally say to a guy like, "Man, I haven't seen you that happy since when we fucked last night," and everyone's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pretend we didn't see that."
Yep. It's like the freezing music. I'll ignore that.
I'll ignore that.
But yeah, there's just so many other little scenes that the anime just for some reason takes out of the Nier arc. And then when you get to the OVAs,
Ugh.
you butcher an already butchered adaptation. It's fucking shite.
Yeah, the OVAs. And like the first OVA was interesting because that was technically Ryuk retelling the story to like another Shinigami who was interested. So
yeah, so of course he'd forget the details.
Yeah, he would skim out on the details. That's fine. I don't mind that. But then part 2 just went, oh yeah, these OVAs are perfect for people who are new to Death Note. No, the fuck they're not.
It's like bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Well, let's just imagine that Ryuk is telling the story. He remembers just how boring Light and L's first meeting was, so he decides to spice it up for the Shinigami because he's not gonna call him out.
I can totally picture that actually.
He's like, yeah, they met up in a little secret room that L had access to because he's a fucking god in the Japanese police force.
God, the fucking
Shinigami's like, whoa, no way!
I don't like that version.
It's so the only good thing about it was that we had a still of L just straight up staring at Light. It's the funniest fucking image I have ever seen in Death Note continuity, right? That's the only thing that was good about that scene. Everything else, dog shit.
What made it better though was you tweeted out that image and just one person they deleted the comment. Absolute fucking
No.
Chad though. Just like when did you
They probably
know
deleted their account.
he broke his toe in Lord of the Rings?
Did you know that the Lord of the Rings actor broke his toe when he kicked the helmet?
That was the funny. Fucking that dude was fucking awesome.
Oh god, I am 100% stealing that joke. It's so funny.
Oh god.
Aside from that though, it's like anytime that anybody tries to adapt the OG story, I'm just left with nothing but boredom.
Yeah.
But then we get to the stuff like Soap Note, which is unironically really fucking good.
Just L is so dog shit. I hate that L.
It's like I don't like the way that they did. I don't like the way they Sherlock Holmes'd L. You know?
Well, no. Okay.
I don't like, I don't like
his-
the way he's like, I planned everything all along, where even in death, Nier was gonna get. It's like, oh, piss off, L.
like that.
Let
that...
Nier have a win, please.
Yeah. Also,
At least the anime did that.
Nier is a fucking psycho in Soap Note.
Oh yeah, he's just a bipolar demon. Like, that's also another thing about all the adaptations of Death Note. They just hate Mello for some reason.
Yeah.
Mello was like the core reason that Light got caught in the first place. But every adaptation's like, who's Mello?
SpongeBob
We forget
narrated.
the fact that...
Sorry, Kara.
Go on. It's like we forget the fact that fucking Nier, the only reason he won in the end was because he got the information from everybody else and came to a conclusion. He barely did anything himself. He was just sitting there. And then the moment everything was like definite, and he was definitely going to get a win, that's when he decided to show himself. Aside from that, he just never did anything.
SpongeBob narrator after the Death Note convo. So much later, your narrator got tired of winning, they had to hire a new one. Hey, we're just having a good chat. Fuck you, Zach.
Bastard.
I think I need a power bomb for this. Yeah, I need a power bomb.
We must commit an act of terrorism.
I mean, Samus is OP.
Yes.
She just needs to be authorized. Fucking Adam.
Yes.
Oh. I get you guys like Death Note, but Jesus Christ.
Well, what else do you want us to talk about? The fucking weather?
I mean, hey, how about we talk about the game? I'm shooting this guy. He died. Moving on.
Riveting. So back to Death Note.
Like, I like having people in calls so we could talk about shit. And at the end of the day, these bring up interesting discussions for people in chat to join in. I was trying to help you get that one energy tank from earlier. Well, oh yeah, no, I'm not going back there at all. To be fair, I did say...
Fuck that energy tank.
To be fair, I did
Fuck
say...
that one in particular, I don't want it.
I did say I wasn't going to 100% this game, so...
Valid, yeah.
That guy was my favorite character, curse you such.
Yeah.
Well, he's dead now. You know, it's weird to think...
Look at all these little demons.
Death Note's going to be 20 years old this year.
Oh yeah, it's true. Huh.
I wonder if they're going to do anything for it.
Fucking Netflix goes, hey yo, we're making a fucking adaptation of it.
They did say they were going to make a part 2, didn't they?
I... Watch. I release like the full Death Note retrospective. It's like, yeah, that's the last I'm gonna do. Next day, hey yo, new Death Note shit dropped. I'm like, I hate it here.
It's Paranormal Park all over again.
I'll be like,
I still love how the creator responded to your video, but technically didn't.
yeah. I'm not sure if this is NDA or not, but like, let's just say that the creator of Paranormal Park responded to my videos and he had some thoughts.
If it was
about
NDA, he wouldn't have responded in the comments.
Yeah, true, but it's like, oh well.
Call him out. Fuck it.
I'm not gonna rake him across the coals. He already got his show cancelled. Okay, that was enough.
That's funny.
He's suffered enough. I don't need to do anything but piss on the ashes.
I'm gonna piss on the corpse, but piss on the ashes. That's a new one.
Yes.
Uh.
Because the corpse implies that something survived, nothing did.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Especially that this area only has 3 save points. Well, I mean, then again, what, like the Chozo Ruins has like 1, not 1, fucking 3. Oop. So, you, excited for the eventual Direct, Jack?
I don't really have many thoughts on Nintendo Directs, I'll be honest. But, I'll be looking forward to seeing what they announce this time. Seeing what other stuff they could do.
Do you play on your Switch anymore?
I don't even have my Switch, my sister has it.
Oh. That answers that question then.
Yes. Meanwhile, I am getting involved in game series like Devil May Cry, which
I
has
noticed
been
you started
fun.
playing that.
Yeah, the first game, it screams early 2000s games.
Yeah,
Where,
it is.
Horrible camera, horrible combat, but my god, it is addicting to play.
Isn't the camera fixed?
The camera is fixed, yeah.
Right.
And, you walk like a couple of meters, and then the camera will just change an angle, suddenly. And you have a new area to explore. They do this basically every 20 seconds. And when you're in a tight room, for some reason, the game decides to go, hey yo, you know what'd be really funny? If we just have like 6 different angles that will cut at random times while you're just pursuing this room. Oh, and when you're fighting enemies, we're just gonna keep doing that so you have no idea where you are. Because we're 2001. As you can see, I'm very fucking salty when it comes to that shit. That camera has gotten me killed so many times.
It's an error of its time. We liked it back then.
My god, thank god we have evolved.
Have you got to Devil May Cry 2 yet?
I have not gotten the Devil May Cry 2. I've heard it's the worst of the trilogy.
It is.
Okay.
Wait, when are you gonna
I've
play?
heard Devil May Cry 3 is the best of the trilogy.
Are you gonna touch DMC?
The 2013 one?
Yeah, with Dante.
I'm not planning to do that. I
Why?
only have the I have the HD collection and I have Devil May Cry 5 on my laptop, so
Can your laptop even run 5?
if I set everything to like 144p.
At that point, are you even experiencing the game?
Exactly, yeah. I highly doubt that I would actually be able to play Devil May Cry 5 on a laptop. That's asking for way too much.
I'm replaying Mario Odyssey on my Steam Deck because I can't be bothered to get my Joy-Cons fixed again. You pirate.
I respect the hustle.
I mean, I get you don't get your Joy-Cons fixed, but you can literally just get like a third-party controller for like 20 quid. Just saying. Sapphire respect.
Tommy.
You are.
You must understand. You have attracted the pirates.
Well, I'm playing this legitimately like a good boy.
You will be converted.
I don't know.
Fucking recruit him like it's a cult. Join the piracy. Join the piracy.
I've been a part of me has been a little bit tempted with fucking Daytona. I really want to play Daytona again, man.
What's Daytona?
Daytona USA. It's an arcade racing game that came out in '93. It's fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It got me into racing games.
Mm-hmm.
Then they made Daytona USA 2, but that there was never any arcade over here that had that. Not in my area, anyway.
Fuck.
And then they made Daytona 3, and they fucked up big time with Daytona 3.
Bastards, how do you fuck up an arcade game?
So, what they did, and this is the fun part, they, so, what they did, they basically got the Xbox Live ports of Daytona, and made an arcade version of it, and then just gave it better graphics. But because of that, they fucked up the handling. People complained that the cars didn't control right. So,
Right, yeah.
they made an arcade version of a console version of an arcade version.
Sounds like ass.
Yeah. Best part was they released a patch for arcade owners to download and like install onto the Daytona 3 cabinets, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, they that patch had the whole game.
Oh, lovely.
Literally anyone could have just downloaded that and have the whole game, like, just in them.
Love it when gaming companies are severely incompetent.
Yeah.
Makes for very memorable times in history.
Yeah, I don't think it's there anymore, but like yeah. Safe to say that it quickly got cracked.
Yeah. And rightfully so.
Not only is there only 3 saves in this area, but this is by far the biggest area in the game. 3 huge floors of level. Oh boy.
Gotta love the lack of save points.
Well, I have a feeling... Yeah, Ori.
You only have that because you didn't save. I do not want to hear you complain about your own fucking skill issue, boy. Don't you fucking pull the wool over my eyes, okay? That's my favorite game of all time. I know that shit's a skill issue.
At least Dust at save points.
Okay, and Dust doesn't have the mechanic that Ori does, so what you mean? Literally comparing apples and oranges here.
It's not just a skill issue.
These apples have cores in them, that's why oranges are better. It's like, well, I'm not fucking talking about fucking oranges, I'm talking about apples.
I'll wait until they release the Terry's chocolate apple, and then we compare apples and oranges.
Terry's chocolate apple. That sounds like a fucking Chinese knockoff. That they make with chalk.
Ugh. Now you make me want to be sick. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake!
And you died.
I didn't just... Tommy Dust Lover skill issue. At least Dust Double Jump is better.
Oh, you fell all the way down. That's rough.
That's rough, buddy.
I'm saying that unironically to people now. I don't know what's wrong with me.
What? That's rough, buddy.
Yeah, and I've got literally nothing else to say. But the thing is, I mean it sincerely, so...
You just have the worst level of just showing pity out there.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm just very bad at expressing it.
Clearly.
I try my best. It's with good intentions, I promise.
Just like... I'm just there. Yeah, man, writing's been tough. I don't know what to do. And you're just like, well, sucks to be you, I guess.
Anytime I was like, oh, that's rough, buddy. But that's what I mean, okay? I mean it sincerely. Speaking of, let's talk about honest bonds for a bit.
I mean, if you want to bring it up, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah? I don't know, just give the boys an update on how everything's going.
I like how you were saying about giving updates when I was talking to you about like, do you think maybe I should like promote, do a bit of promotion? You're like, nah, don't do that yet.
I mean, the book is like pretty much like almost over now. Like it'll be over in like a few months, so. I feel like it's fine to talk about it if you want anyway.
I'm quite confident that it's going to be a summer release.
Okay.
Which is interesting, because this is going to be the third book in a row, 3 years in a row, and 3 summers in a row.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Book 1 released in July of 2022. Fall to Tenebris released in fucking August 2022. 2023, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if things go right, then Human Play could possibly come out August time. That's what I'm hoping for.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We just gotta keep working at it, and we'll all be good.
And what's worse, there's only 1 save point per floor, so if you die, you're going very far back to the floor you were exploring.
Thanks for the warning.
It's gonna be fun.
I've also like just realized that now that I'm out of college, I have gotten myself involved in so many projects.
In my defense, we were starting the proofreading before that.
No. It's like I have my own projects that I want to do. The fucking Death Note retrospective is literally gonna be the fucking death of me. Like that will probably be like my summer project, maybe. Yeah. But on top of that, I also just got out of a Zoom meeting, for the wrestling comic, because they want to work on an issue 2.
All
so,
right.
I've also got that, and Shadows, and other video ideas, and I'm now starting to see why YouTubers hire editors.
Oh, and you called me a coward for wanting to do that.
Yeah, really fucking eating my words here.
Hello,
Kinda
Potts.
getting it now.
Meet Kettle. You're black.
I'm not black, I'm white.
Alright, Gray, calm down.
Wait a minute, I'm white.
I'm white. Oh, I'll take that out of context. Expose me.
But yeah, my summer is just going to be like nothing but project after project after project. So, I'll be kept very busy, and I thought I was going to have all the free time in the world in college. I was questioning if I was going to find a job. I've given myself like 3.
I mean, that comic is basically your job, though.
It is, yeah.
I mean,
Like, I'm getting paid like decent money for it now because I've like doubled the price of the comic and everything. Yeah, the guys are perfectly fine with it. They're like, I mean, that's still like pocket change, but yeah, we'll take it.
Obviously, don't expose it in chat, but like type to me like how much the pay's looking. $3 million! Wow!
No, that boy, hey!
Don't tell them!
So I've been working for Marvel this whole time.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm working
so
on
you're the person
I'm
I
working
can
on the
play
Ultimate
to.
Spider-Man, so.
So you're the person I can play to about the dog shit stories.
Hey, I'm just the artist, okay? I didn't write the fucking scripts. I'm just trying to pay bills.
Just gotta do my job. I don't talk to you about doing yours. Oh wait, I do.
Oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake! What am I doing wrong here? I know I'm doing
Zach
something.
says you were right there with the red path.
Oh, was I? Don't worry, Sarge. I dub you the pass. Wait, what?
Oh! The Edward pass.
Wait, Sci-Fi's black too? I already got the pass from. I already got that pass from Eddie.
He's using it wisely.
Oh no, I say it to him in calls. He loves it. Yeah, I'm exposing myself with that.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, you have seen the end of Tommy's career.
Hey, I haven't dropped a hard R, so I'm fine. That's how that works,
Valid.
right?
I'll have you know, I only say the soft A. I'm not a complete bigot. God.
I have some limit.
I'm a respectful racist. Thank you very much.
3 million Chuck E. Cheese tokens. I can get you a yo-yo.
No way! I can pay my mortgage with that. The yo-yo man just kept on yo-yoing. He would never stop.
All right, so
I love puzzles like this.
Yeah, the ones that really get you thinking.
Yeah.
And it's like
I
sometimes
always find that entertaining about a game was that you're playing it mindlessly, but then you get to a puzzle where you're like, you actually have to stop and think. It's like, okay, what am I doing wrong?
Do you ever,
What's going on here?
Do you ever have like that one moment where it's like, you know, you do a really complicated puzzle and like you turn off the game, it's like, you know what, I'll get back to this later, and then you get back to it like what, so that a year down the road, you're like, I was struggling with this. The solution's so fucking obvious.
I've had situations where, no, even better. I'll be like stuck on a puzzle for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes straight, just constantly doing shit wrong. Like, literally doing the textbook definition of insanity shit, right? Where I'm just doing stuff over and over again. And then in a fit of frustration, I'll be like, what am I doing wrong? I press a button and I solve the puzzle. And then I'm just looking at it like, oh, okay.
Neat.
Huh. Well, hallelujah.
I remember I was struggling with like Portal 2 for a bit. I can't remember what chamber it was now, but there was one chamber in the Wheatley area that was just really fucking me up. And I was like, you know what, I'll just get back to this later. And then later comes, I'm like, oh. I like Portal 2. Portal 2's great.
I still need to play the Portal games.
I think I did.
I didn't know.
Oh.
I never said I did, no.
I swear I thought... Oh no, you have them. You just haven't played them yet.
Yeah.
Dude, you're missing out.
I could probably play that in my free time. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure
I think,
your
like,
laptop
once I-
can run it.
Yeah, it's a fucking game. Wait, when did it come out? Like 2002?
2010, idiot.
Okay, excuse me. I don't know my video game history.
Like, you look at those games and you think 2002.
Hey, there's some good shit in 2002. Like.
I know, but 2002 wasn't exactly the most graphic-heavy thing out there.
Back when games were better. Back when they could run on a fucking potato. Like, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I think we should probably just go back to worse graphics so that we can actually play the fucking games now. Like, nothing wrong with a beautiful looking game. Like, take this game, for example. It's beautiful, but this can run on a fucking platform, right?
Well, this was
You could
this
play
was
it-
originally a GameCube game, to be fair.
Even so, it's like, yeah, the GameCube was like, yeah, the games look nice and they're fine. I'm roboting really bad, though. That sucks.
You're not roboting for me. What? You're not roboting at all.
Oh, I think that's a.
That is.
I think that's a stream thing.
Oh, is it? That's weird.
Oh, okay. Okay. Something's really happening with OBS there. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
All right. What the hell's happening there?
What are you doing, boy?
I don't know. I mean, I disabled and re-enabled like, That's really okay. I'm about to disconnect and reconnect to the stream. Right. Okay. I think we're back. Are we back? Jack, say something.
Hello. Oh, I
Okay.
sound fine.
Whew. Alright. Next time that happens, I've got to fucking just close down OBS and reopen it again.
Sorry, fellas.
Jesus, I've never had that happen. That was fucking bizarre, but... Okay.
Excuse me, sorry.
Anyway, aside from that, graphics.
Yeah, we just need more games like this, where they're stylistic, but they can also be able to be like ran on any platform.
I mean,
I enjoyed that about other ports.
I've said it before, but I'm just sick and tired of the realistic graphics.
The realistic graphics are just making games unnecessarily big.
I mean, and
In what world does any game justify being like 200 gigabytes? That's ridiculous.
well, and you know, it's like it's also a case of like, yeah, this looks really, really good. Like this looks gorgeous, even, but who cares?
Genuinely, who cares? Could you not have done this with this, like, I don't know, a PS3 style, like, realism, where it's like stylized realism?
Yeah.
Like, imagine fucking, like, one of the classic examples of stylized realism is like God of War 3, right? That game looks amazing for its time, and that game came out in, like, what, 2010? Why not, like, when you have a game, I don't know, like, what's it, Horizon Zero Dawn? Like, the ultra-realistic PS5 game that people only really talk about because of the visuals. Why not just have that style in, like, the style of God of War 3? It would still look great. Like, you still have all the really awesome mech designs, and the big advantage is that you can run it at glorious 60 FPS.
Yeah, that's also another issue with the realistic graphics is that, like, you know, they make that they're so graphically intense that they're just becoming less and less available for people that don't have high-end like specs.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous.
Like,
If I want to get a game, I want to get the game. I don't want to get the game and also have to upgrade my fucking PC.
yeah.
That's stupid. Like, I want to play a game. It's not an investment. You know what I mean?
Because like even my PC, that I got from like Adam and stuff, like it's great. It runs games well, but it still even struggles on fucking like COD Warzone and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, really?
What do people gain out of this? Why do you need so much realism? Why do you need so much, like, 4K textures and shit? There's no point.
Master size can be a weakness. The sluggish speed allows for evasion quick attacks. Also, like,
You may use the power beam.
I'm just saying, fucking, 120 FPS. Do not see the difference.
Isn't it like the human eye is only capable of seeing like 60?
Yeah. Well, I think it's like, I think it's like technically 48.
Yeah, so it's like, what's the point?
But you know, people are like, oh no, my eyes are like super sensitive to where I could see the difference, and it's like, all right, fucking
Bullshit.
NASA over here.
You're not fucking Neo from the Matrix, like, relax.
Like, you know,
Hate it.
superhuman.
Hate
eyesight.
this whole shit. Hate this whole like top of the art fucking technology for a game that does not deserve that shit.
Yeah.
If I wanted the top quality technology stuff and I wanted to use that, I'd work for NASA. Not to turn on my PS5 or something.
Yeah, and you know, they always talk about like, you know, like how these like games look like so great, and you know, they're never the same without them. Meanwhile, fucking Minecraft is like the greatest game of all time, and like
Can be
that
played
shit.
on literally anything.
Yeah, like that shit's even on the 3DS.
It only starts. Yeah, it only starts running wrong when you start adding mods.
Yeah.
That up the textures of the game. Suffer says I can see 500 FPS because I have the glasses from Spike Kids, and also I'm built different.
I mean, you know, people are, you know, like, you know, those hardcore gamers like to justify their purchases sometimes. You know, they don't want their money to be wasted on. But even still, like 120 FPS, piss off. And even then, the frame rate is also determined by like the power output and stuff like that. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
You can't really have a monitor that could display 120 FPS because you need a refresh rate of 120 hertz. Meanwhile, meaning you need something that somehow is able to output 120 hertz when the average house in America can only output 60.
We're starting to see the problem here.
It's like fucking 8K. Like 8K TVs are just pure fucking scams. Like I can't see the difference between 1080p and 4K. They look exactly the same to me.
It's ridiculous.
And
all you might see is like, because I know like slow-mo guys were like the first people to like actively put 4K in their videos. And at the time it was like, oh, this is cool. Where like you see the 1080 stuff, then you see the 4K stuff. It's like, oh my god, I can see that bit of blade of grass. That's cool. But that's it. That's really all you'll get
what are
out of like 4K. It's like it's a worthless detail that no one's gonna notice.
That's the thing, because like I went to like a Samsung shop when I was in Cardiff, and they were just like boasting 4K everything. Like they wanted people to buy their brand new 4K TVs, and I was getting annoyed by it. And like a bloke came up to me, you know, one of the sales guys, and you know, he was like, "Ah, you're taking interest in this TV," and I'm just like, "No," I'm like, you know what? Sell me the TV, you know, like what, like what is it, like what does this have? And he was like changing the footage and stuff, and he was like, "Yes, so you see this thing here," and it was like a bunch of lily pads. And he's like, there's like a little frog there. You wouldn't have seen that frog on a regular 1080p TV. And I looked, and son of a bitch, there was just one frog hidden in the fucking lily pads. I'm like, well, to be fair, I didn't notice that until you pointed that out.
Yeah, because I wasn't looking for it.
And he's like, all right, I see. Okay, how about this? And he changed it to like this set of like shipping containers. And he's like, yes. Do you see the two like orange men? And you know, these men were dressed in bright orange colors. matching the shipping crates. And I'm like, yeah. He says, on a 1080p TV, you wouldn't notice them. And I'm like, so that's kind of ruining the point of those illusion shows then. You're kind of ruining them. and he's like, and I could tell he was like starting to crack a bit. He's like, okay, I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm getting the vibes. And he switched to like, yeah, Zach, I realized I missed a save because I saw how far back it was and I was like, yeah, I don't think I need to go that far back. That's on me.
Oh boy.
Hey, I'm not blaming the game. I'm blaming my own stupidity. Like, not once have I actually blamed the game for this shit. It's just me being an idiot. Yeah. So then he did a comparison shot of like this this New York taxi, thinking like, you know, I've got him. And all it was, it just looked brighter. Okay, sure. I can see the details in the tarmac. Who's going to be looking for the details in the tarmac, though?
Mm-hmm.
And he was, and it was like 4K. Let you see all those details. And I'm like, I'm not going to notice that though. If it's a moving shot, I'm not going to pay attention to that, am I?
4K is the first scam.
No. To be fair, 4K isn't bad. 8K is the scam. Because 8K is because you know the K represents the pixels, the pixel density. You can have 4K TVs, but you know they're actually a bit bigger than what we have in the consumer market. You know,
yeah.
The thing is, cinema screens. You know those big fucking IMAX screens? They're not even 6K.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, to have an 8K TV, it's impossible. And the human eye can only see up to 3.6K.
Yeah.
So like, how are we able to see 8K? And you always see these things of like people say like, oh, it's more real than real life. Firstly, you can't get that, and secondly, coincidentally, those articles are paid by the people who own the TVs. Isn't that a funny coincidence?
It's almost like it's a sham. Do not buy into their lies, people. They're lying to you.
Like I remember I was like my mum was like talking to me. She was thinking of getting this like this like Freeview box that did 8K footage. And but it was like £200, and I was like, Mum, don't get that. And it's like, why not? And I'm like, well, for starters, you got a 4K TV. You know, that's already more than enough. And secondly, you know, like TV channels, they're not 4K because you know all of the TV channels were not filmed in 4K optimization. They were filmed in 1080p. You don't like, it won't be any different. So what'd she do? She bought the fucking 4K box. I'm like, well, you just wasted 200 quid. You could have bought the 1081 for 30, but all right, fuck the son you asked for tech advice, eh?
Must be convinced by big number. Big numbers go burr.
If we actually did advance above 4K, I feel like eyes would completely bleed out. Well, no, we just have like we would have shrimp vision, wouldn't we? Because like shrimp can see so many more colors that we can't.
Yeah.
Which is deadly.
I'm fine with all the colors I can see, thank you.
It reminds me of a meme I saw that I fucking love. It is like it's like those color wheels, and it's, you know, like what humans see, what dogs see, and it's like what shrimp see, and it's the exact same color wheel as like the human one, and everyone in chat was like,
yeah.
was like, I don't get it. It's exactly the same. Like can they see the same colors as us? It's like, oh.
That's when you fucking see someone with like a shrimp account replying, "Holy shit!"
I know. I've seen like articles where it's like you know, wasps are actually very important to the environment, and someone responded with like a drawing of a wasp typing on a laptop. I have a 4K TV as a Christmas gift. Funny enough, my TV here, like it says LED. I'm almost convinced it's 4K with the way some of the games have been running differently on it, but then I don't see the difference. But then again, I'm also playing on Switch that doesn't have 4K support. I will say though, 4K, I can't see the difference with. LED and OLED, I can see the difference to that. Like, that is genuinely a different situation entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the difference between, like, LED and OLED?
I do not know.
So, LED, and to be fair, Slow-Mo guys, I actually covered this, so check out that video on that. But, like, LED, it's, every single pixel is lit up with an RGB panel. And there's always a light underneath it. Like, you know how, like, when like, your TV goes black, like, when there's a black screen, but it's always, you know, just a little bit grey?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because of the light still shining on the back of the TV. OLED only lights up the pixels that it needs to light up on screen. So if it's a black screen, you get black. So you get true black with those TVs.
Oh, okay.
That's why people were like saying like, oh, switch OLED. It's not gonna be a difference. No. It is a genuine difference. So I had no problem like upgrading to an OLED Switch, and yeah, things did look much better.
Fair.
So if you want true color, don't get 4K, get OLED.
Life hack.
But the problem is they are very expensive TVs.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Probably imagine so.
Expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's why when the PS Vita initially came out, that was an OLED screen. But when they made a cheaper model, they went to LED, and everyone hated it because of it.
Oh god.
4K is just for if you want a sharp image, and that's it. Basically, also it forces frame rates to be smoother, and I hate it. Like animation that is like originally animated at like 30 FPS. They like 4Ks force it to run at 60, and because of that, like every few seconds it jitters.
Oh yeah,
like
it's really annoying.
Yeah, I remember I was watching like Family Guy on Mum's TV, and I would just see Peter ghost for a bit when he's walking, because you know the TV has to catch up with the data.
Oh god.
And it even happens with games as well. I was playing Sonic Forces on my Switch, and you know that's a 30 FPS game. But on my mum's 4K TV, like Sonic was ghosting because it's trying to force it in 60.
Great.
And you know sometimes it works well. Like a game can naturally go to 60 no problem, and it's like wow, like holy shit, that's actually quite cool. But other times you get way more ghosting than you will actual like smoothness, and I hate it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun.
I don't recall having this happen to me with my TV. I didn't know this. I've seen it happen with like other 4K TVs. Maybe, to be fair, maybe it's a UK thing because we have 50 hertz power instead of 60. Maybe, but then again, we do have 60 frames per second stuff. So I don't know.
Tech is complicated.
Very complicated. I mean, if you want to, I mean, at least we have true 60 now, unlike how it used to be over here in Europe when everything ran at 50 frames per second. It's okay. This is gonna be weird, right? I know we just shat on people who think they can see like more frames than Jesus Christ, but like, I don't see the difference between 48 and 60, right? But if something's 50, I know it looks weird, but I can't put my finger on it.
The uncanny valley of frame rates.
It's bizarre. Like it just looks a little bit different, but I can't fully explain it. Yeah, no. 120, 60. Yeah, look exactly the same.
I probably have to like see side by side comparisons.
What did I
to maybe see a difference. Yeah, 1650. Yeah.
I've noticed it more with the real life people than anything else. Like Tom Scott, he often uploads in 50 frames per second, and that's where it's like the little like sort of like not like a big reaction, but just like one of those like oh wait a minute moments.
It's like oh okay.
Anyway, enjoying the video. tech works differently in different countries, I guess. Zach, mate, if you care about frame rates and stuff, you should be lucky that like you weren't in Europe in like the 90s and shit. Games ran worse over here. Although in some Ocarina of Time, case in point, would it run at like 15 frames per second over in the US? Yeah. Try single digit frame rates.
Fun times.
That game
Veterans back
chugged. And what was also worse is that some companies, like, you had companies that either optimized for the frame rate, like Nintendo, or you had other companies that just didn't bother and just went, yeah, just gonna leave it at it as is, and then it would just run worse. Sega.
Oh dear.
Like Sonic, like Sonic 1. That was a slow motherfucker. Actually, I think
You were faxed every frame.
I think you might be able to look up a comparison. Actually, someone uploaded PAL versions of like the music, because even the music was affected by the frame rate. So if you like looked up Sonic 1 like Starlight Zone PAL version and don't click on Silver Gunner, you'll get the differences.
Oh boy.
All right, I missed a save. So the save's in like one of those doors. So I need to. Oh, these motherfuckers just respawn quickly, huh? I love inconsistencies with what makes enemies spawn and despawn.
They just pop up whenever they feel like it.
Even Ori had that problem. Like sometimes I'll just need to off-screen an enemy and it respawns, no problem. But other times I'll have to leave the area entirely for it to fucking decide to just come back.
Yeah, I've had that problem before, yeah. There's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah. Oh, I think I see it, Zach. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay, up it. There we go. Stop fucking shooting me! I'll kill you in a minute. Just wait. God, they're so entitled. It's so entitled.
So entitled to your time.
Yeah, I know, right?
Ridiculous.
What do you? Okay, here's an interesting question for you, Jack.
Okay.
What do you think about those people who constantly feel the need to compare game ports?
I mean, I guess if the port is fine, then I don't really think that there needs to be much discussion about it.
Okay, but what about the ones who just constantly want to bring up dog shit ports for inferior consoles?
Get over it. Don't play the fucking port on that console then.
I keep seeing people bring up like terrible Switch ports, and yeah, they are terrible Switch ports. I won't deny that, but it's like one of those like, come on guys, really?
Like, yeah, of course Mortal Kombat 1 is going to look like shit on the Switch. It was made for the PS5. Like, what did you expect was gonna happen?
Yeah. But you know, they always just want to bring it up. It's like, it's so terrible. Like, how could Switch players like accept this? And it's like bold of you to assume that we like it as well.
It's also just like, we don't really turn on the Switch to play Mortal Kombat, to be honest. We're playing, like, Mario and shit.
Yeah, and even then, I think all Nintendo gamers outside of kids know that the console is not powerful enough.
Yeah. So it's like, we don't really want the Switch to port this shit either, but...
I mean,
okay.
hell, like fucking Nintendo of America, like, uploaded the East 10 trailer, and it's, like, the same gameplay trailer that's on, like, Falcom's site, and I'm like, haha, very funny, guys. We know that's not Switch footage. Like, how about you show us true Switch footage? Come on.
Go on, show us that glorious 720p.
I mean, it's not going to be 720, but it's just going to be another, I imagine it's going to be an East 9 situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the port is fine. I don't see the point in comparing it. People still feel the need to compare. Just like why are we doing a comparison here? Like, what's the point of this comparison? Fucking when Great Ace came out for like Switch and PS4 and shit, GameXplain uploaded a comparison, but they compared the Switch and PS4 version, and everyone in the comments went, "Why didn't you compare the 3DS version? That would have been a better comparison."
Yeah. Would have been more interesting visually.
Like, they literally looked exactly the fucking same.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, of course they're gonna do that. It's an upscale 3DS game. What are people expecting? Like, the 3DS can
Like,
barely
it's sometimes sometimes it's interesting to see different ports. Like, I don't know, the Ocarina of Time N64 versus the 3DS version. That shit's cool.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yo, look at this. Look at how much they upgraded. Like, there's a stark contrast. If you give me something that's like, here's the PS5 and here's the PS4, and I look at them like, what the fuck is the difference?
Oh, yeah, like, fuck.
I can't see anything. Oh, look, the shadows are cooler. Woo! Gameplay itself, exact same.
I've heard people say the Steam ports of SA1 and SA2 are bad, but I don't see it. I played them. They're completely fine. I genuinely don't see the downside to them.
Yeah, you can break them, but you could break the OG game, so
Yeah, like, they're broken anyway.
it's fine. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's always
It's now just more accessible.
that's always another thing when people say like, oh my god, like how did they break this remaster? Like the original wasn't any better.
Half the fun of the original adventure games is just seeing how much you can break it.
Yeah. You can use a Dreamcast
fine.
conversion mod for SA1 with SA2. It looks the exact same as the original. Wasn't that a mod where it's like, you know, you could actually just like put in the like proper OG Dreamcast style? Because I know the Steam ports are based off the 360 version.
They're based off the DX ports.
No, because DX, because I could be misremembering, but I swear DX was like a separate DLC you could buy for Steam.
It was like Sonic Adventure DX was like a GameCube version of the game, I think, and they just ported that to Steam.
Oh, I'm probably thinking of like Sonic Adventure 2, which had Sonic Adventure 2 Battle as the as like the DLC.
No, I think that was just like the OG game. No, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was the fucking, what is it?
GameCube port.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. I don't know my ports.
Fake Sonic fan.
It's better to be a fake Sonic fan nowadays. Being a true one makes you exposed to the fact that everything is shit now.
God, fucking Sonic fans with the amount of like Coke juice they fucking consume, it's just bizarre.
Like, look, I'll give fucking like Sonic Frontiers and Sonic and Shadow X Generations shit, right? If Sonic goes down a path where it just fully embraces its own cringe, I'm all for it. You know what? Fine. You tried doing this back in the day, we made fun of you for it, but then we were like, oh, we actually like it when you're sincere, because when you're in on the joke, you're fucking cringe.
Yeah.
If you're sincere with the cringe, go for it. That's great. If you aren't, though, I don't want it.
Well, it's like at the start, you know, like when Sega's Twitter started, you know, when the Sonic Twitter started taking the piss out of itself. At the start, it was funny. Then it got a bit too much.
Yeah. Like, it was just a textbook example of, like, irony absolutely destroying a series.
Yeah, and also, how do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, just, stop being in on the joke, please. We don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I fucking made a tweet about this. Like, I always appreciated Frontiers for just being, like, as sincere as it could be. There wasn't really any self-aware jokes in that game. There was just like, oh yeah, this is what's happening. Go and beef this god titan with metal music in the background that has like proper screamo vocals. I'm like, fuck yeah, that shit's great. This is just peak Sonic edge. I like that. Shadow Heaven Wings? Why not? It's dumb as shit. This is the same franchise where Sonic had a sword. Okay? Fine. Go for it. Don't give a shit.
What's a problem with Frontiers though is that while it takes itself serious or in the story and going ham and shit, it loses itself with all the callbacks in the bonus dialogue it does.
Yeah, once they fix that problem, it's gonna be fine.
And the problem with it is that some of that bonus dialogue just makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, why are we mentioning Styx and Tangle?
Well, not that, but it's just like you know, like Sonic is just running across sand, and it's like, man, it reminds me of this one place, or you know, just like sees fish, man, it reminds me of the curry from Abatos, and it's like, why of all things, why?
Ian, stop, please. We get it, you're the lore master of Sonic, you don't need to constantly remind us.
And even the fucking like you know, the waterfall is like, oh, it reminds me of Mystic Ruins. Ah yes, because Mystic Ruins is the only fucking waterfall you've seen, Sonic.
Like, yeah, bullshit.
Tango I'm fine with because the IDW comics are confirmed to be canon. Styx I'm not fine with.
Excuse me, what?
Oh boy, here we go.
What do you mean the IDW comics are canon? Where the fuck do they fit in the game's canon? Seriously, tell me, what are you talking about?
Don't ask me!
Where? Genuinely where? There's fucking characters from Sonic Heroes in that fucking arc. Neo Metal Sonic comes back for some reason. Does it take place around then?
Don't forget, Jack, Sonic Prime takes place after Sonic Advance 3.
Oh, piss off with that shit. He says that, and he also fucking goes back on his word. It's like, oh, okay, Flynn, okay. What the fuck is it, then?
Yeah, they confirmed the IDW comics takes place after Sonic Forces.
Why does Neo Metal Sonic come back? Thought he was dead.
Styx being canon is one of the only good things Frontiers did. Hashtag boom supremacy.
I mean...
Jack,
What do you mean the IDW talk? Fuck off. Fuck off.
your brain is processing this big time.
I've already been brain fried with Death Note's fucking bullshit, okay? I don't need Sonic's bullshit as well.
How about some Nintendo bullshit instead?
Oh, God.
Miyamoto confirmed that every version of Mario is all the same Mario.
Okay, but why?
You know, so Paper Mario, that's the same Mario. RPG Mario, that's the same Mario.
The Zelda timeline doesn't make sense. Of course, the Mario timeline doesn't make sense either.
Oh, the fucking Hyrule Historia.
That just looks like an absolute fucking schizo post.
And it's all
None of it
because
makes
of, like, Ocarina of Time. Like, they could have just made it one way, but no, Ocarina of Time somehow has different endings that you never really see.
Sapphire says Prime being canon is stupid for several reasons, so I just prefer to think that it's not. Honestly, same.
Unless
Once
Shadow
you start
Stone
thinking,
rocks
oh
it
yeah,
out.
this shit's canon, it's like, okay, now I have a million fucking questions as to why certain characters are acting a certain way.
Yeah.
Why is Sonic acting like a child? This makes no sense to game Sonic whatsoever.
I prefer IDW being canon over Prime being canon.
I mean, you're inclined to your take, that's fine. I just have millions of questions. The fucking Zombot arc, that's a big one. Think they would reference that somewhere in fucking Frontiers if that shit was canon?
It was kind of an important plot point. Unless it takes place before, Zombot.
We just go back to a time where the games are just their own thing.
No, that's silly, Jack.
Why are we now reaching a stage where it's like, oh, you must read the comics to understand this storyline? I'm like, piss off. Just stop.
God, I remember I had an argument with System about that ages ago. Just when I try to argue that needing to read external sources of stuff is never a good storytelling perspective.
Yeah. It's just not.
Which is also why I hate the Kingdom Hearts games.
That's not a storyline, that's just fucking homework.
Yeah. You know, that...
Like, okay, it's like, look, I'd understand if it was a thing where it's like, oh, I want to watch the third movie in a trilogy without watching the previous two. It's like, okay, no, you're fucking stupid. You need to watch the fucking first two to understand anything in 3. Right? But then there's a difference where it's like, oh, I want to watch this movie. And it's like, oh, what's going on? It's like, oh, but you didn't read, like, the 25-issue comic series that was made, like, 20 years ago? And I'd be like, the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean I have to read these comics?
That's also the problem.
Like Sonic 2 tried to do this shit.
Yes.
Where it was like, the opening of Sonic 2 makes no fucking sense unless you have read the little sequel comic that they made like a few months before the movie came out. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and it also sucks because like, you know, it's like, yeah, sure, I need to read that comic. Too bad that, you know, there's no place near me that sells comics.
Yeah.
So where the fuck am I gonna read it?
It's like, I'm fine, I pirate shit, like, I don't give a hell, I don't give a fucking hell's damn, right? But, like, to the law-abiding citizens, they're fucked.
I like how you say law-abiding citizens in a way as if you're calling me out. To the fucking losers!
Wow, I would never do such a thing.
To the fucking losers in the chat that like to buy things!
It's the fucking nerds. The back of the class.
In defensive system, there is some sequels and follow-ups out there that can work as a good starting point for franchises. Yeah, I get that, but I shouldn't have to read an external comic to figure out how Eggman got the conch in Sonic Lost World. When they could have easily just said how Eggman got the fucking conch in Lost World.
Do you say conch in, like, the English lexicon?
Yeah, conch shell.
We say, like, I should say conch.
I think that's how the Americans say it.
No. That is fine, it'll be fine, it's just fucking conch.
What was that word that like, you kept pronouncing wrong for the longest time?
Oh, I don't know. I pronounce loads of words wrong.
Yeah, but I know with like one specifically, like I was saying it, and you were like, "No, it's this way, isn't it?" And it's like not even the Americans said it that way.
Oh, I have no idea. It's probably like a very fucking niche word.
Yeah.
It's the more niche a word is, the more likely I'll be mispronouncing it my entire life.
Oh, I think it was like I think it was like used. I think it's like a word used like a spellcaster in your D&D campaign or something like that.
Like a Ganassi, a warlock,
It's not that
fucking
important.
goblin.
I already give it up. Doing things legally is boring. That's why I stole my own social security number.
Oh
Look,
shit!
I get people's mentality about wanting to like pirate and stuff. You know, they don't want to support big companies and stuff. You know, that's fine. I get that. But if people pirate my books, I'm out of a job.
Fair.
Like, I can't exactly condone piracy when my job is literally on the fucking line. You know. I don't exactly want people to say, yeah, you could buy a book on eBay for pennies, or you could just download a transcript online. I don't need money to feed, to have food. Who cares? If it is like the Kingdom Hearts or the MCU, then there is a problem. At the moment, I don't think Sonic has that issue yet. MCU was fine at the start. When they started doing TV series, that's when the cracks were starting to form.
Shit was a fucking scam because they said, oh, the TV shows are optional, you don't need to watch them. Then Doctor Strange came out. It's like, oh, by the way, you should have watched WandaVision to know why fucking Wanda's evil now.
Well, it's
bullshit.
Like after
bullshit.
After Endgame, they started, you know, they pretty much threw that out of the window. But even then,
Yeah.
they sort of went back on their word anyway. You know, it's like when Stark takes like Peter to like Shield headquarters in Homecoming. I didn't know where the fuck that was, and people were like, "Oh, it's Shield." Like, what the fuck, Shield? It's like you need to watch the TV show, dude. It's like, fuck off. I'm cool with pirating the big rich corporations, but I'll always support the underdogs. I'm one myself. Oh, I think it was like, oh my god. I remember System said to me, like it was like we were talking about like piracy and stuff, and like I did bring up the argument where it's like, you know, do you think you know? Yeah, no, sorry, we weren't talking about piracy. We were talking about like lawsuits for like copyright infringement and stuff like that. And I said, okay, let's say someone just steals honest bonds from me, you know, copies my work entirely. And I said, do you think that it's fair for me to file a lawsuit over that? And he said, right now, no. When you make millions, yes. Yes, like you should not sue because you have the millions. You don't need any more money. It's like, what?
It's not really fair, is it?
You know, it's like right now you could sue. When you make millions, no, you can't sue because, you know, you don't need more money. You know, when it's not so much about money, it's more about protecting the copyright.
I mean, look, I get like fucking public domain's a thing. We should probably respect that for a bit.
I did find another series that has a similar problem. Bionicle is another one where if you want to experience the lore, you need to read the novels, comics, games, and movies. That's another problem when it's so many different like sources.
Yeah.
Like imagine if Death Note just suddenly made a new film and they assumes that you've not only seen the manga, but you watched the anime and you've seen the live action films.
Yeah. That or like you've read the books.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Don't get me wrong, fucking BB Murder Case was a fucking excellent book.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not complaining about that, but it's just the mentality of just like, yeah, you're just making the problem worse.
Yeah. It's like, just stop. That's why I vouch if anyone wants to do like an adaptation of like, I don't know, a beloved IP, just do something new with it.
Yeah.
Just make it fucking... Make it separate to the canon. Like, okay, if you're doing like a fucking Star Wars like thing, right? Just do your own thing. Just fucking... Don't mention the previous shit. Don't do anything like that. Just do your own thing. The world's rich enough as is. You want to do a Death Note story? Do something different. Fucking have a story where it's just a couple of people trying to find out who Kira is. You know? Like an underground fucking organization. That'd be cool.
I kind of want to do, like, when you and I were discussing, when you and I had that big discussion with New Generation about, like, things from the perspective of Kira, from the perspective of the citizens, I kind of want to do a short film about that. Because I think that'd be very interesting to do.
Yeah, just see, like, how an everyday person reacted to, Kira's reign, and also when Elle was around.
Yeah.
And I even pitched the idea is like by the end of the story, you still don't know who Kira is. He's still out there.
Well, yeah, because why would the average person know who Kira is?
Yeah, exactly. So leave the mystery unsolved.
It's not about money; it's about sending a message. I mean, that is the point of lawsuits. You know, it is to send a message. Yes.
Yeah.
Unless you're just YouTubers or just like self-entitled pricks who will sue anyone because they called you an idiot, Billy Mitchell. Oh, did I say that out loud? Are you up to date with that whole lawsuit shit?
I have no idea who Billy Mitchell is, I'll be honest with you.
So Carl Jobst, are you at least familiar with him?
No.
So Carl Jobst does like videos on like fake speed runs and fake records and stuff like that. Basically, you know, people who got outed for like cheating and shit like that. Billy Mitchell was like an infamous person who cheated. And I'm not saying alleged. He cheated. He cheated his Donkey Kong high score.
Okay.
And he got publicly exposed for it. And basically, anyone who insults Billy Mitchell gets a lawsuit thrown their way. Case in point, I think Carl Jobs is getting sued for like, what, $100,000 at least from Mitchell? Because he did
Is that lawsuit going anywhere?
Well, that's the thing. Because even though Mitchell filed the lawsuit, it still wouldn't go to trial. He kept delaying the trial for no particular reason.
Okay.
And he still had the gall to, like, you know, publicly ridicule Carl, calling him a liar and stuff, which just leads, like, blind Mitchell supporters to go to Carl and start hurling abuse at him and shit. And yeah, it's a mess. But finally, they are actually going to trial in September.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was even to the point where, like, Australian news outlets, because Carl is Aussie, was just like, even they were like, why isn't this guy actually taken into a trial? The lawsuit's been pending for 2 years now. Don't focus on the enemies, they always respawn. I'm aware they respawn, Zach, but this is a perfect opportunity for health grinding.
Yay!
Because they are dropping consistent units. So, welcome to the health grind moment. It's a rule in gaming. If there's ever an easy chance to grind, take it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just inching to the danger zone. Oh, okay, never mind. You're learning. Hey, fuck you! Bastard!
Respect your elders.
My fucking Mr. Elders! He's younger than me! Fuck both of you. Always good to sit back and grind.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm 19.
Let your mind wander to other stuff.
You're not big. You're not much of like an RPG player, are you?
No, like the most like RPG like game I've ever played was like Mario and Luigi.
Ah, which one?
Partners in Time and Bowser's Inside Story.
Ah, you have played Peak. Bowser's Inside Story is the best.
I have a soft spot for Partners in Time.
You are wrong, but that's okay.
I'm sorry, it's a good fucking game.
Oh, actually, given that we were talking about like, you know, external sources and stuff like that, do you think there's any film that did its adaptation of the book better? Because people always say the book was better, but can you think of any film you've seen that's the opposite?
Probably Animal Farm.
Okay.
Because, are you familiar with the story of Animal Farm? Like, did you have to study it in school?
No. In school, we studied Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet, and I still want to shoot myself with a sword.
Oh yeah, because they fucking adapted it to modern times. Yeah,
You got it, you got it.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that almost went completely over my head. I had to stop and think about that for a second. Almost lost my train of thought. But anyways, okay, so Animal Farm was a story written by an author named George Orwell. Do you know who he is?
No.
George Orwell was basically he's a revolutionary thinker who was very heavily against communism, and a lot of his books are cautionary tales of what will happen if, you know, communism or authoritarianism and all this other kind of stuff would get into power. So, have you ever heard of a story called 1984?
Yes.
1984 was written by him.
Right.
So,
gotcha.
terms like Big Brother, Thought Police, all this shit was from him. Very revolutionary kind of guy. Animal Farm was basically a kid's book to basically teach kids the dangers of Stalinism and communism, basically. And the story revolves around this farm that has an abusive farmer. The animals revolt and manage to kick the farmer out, and they establish a utopia. But of course, communists being communists, they fucking start eating each other alive, and start trying to get to the top to try and gain power and stuff. This is where we get phrases like, all animals are equal except more animals are more equal than others. Like that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And in the book, the ending was a very sad and depressing ending where the pigs, which were seen as the most intelligent animals on the farm, became indistinguishable from people because of how corrupt they became. That's just where the book ends. Right? Like, the animals look inside the house and they see that the pigs are interacting with humans, and the ending line, I think, is something along the lines of, like, they looked from one to the other and they couldn't tell the difference. You know, a very ominous and very sad ending. The movie, which was actually funded by the CIA to fucking spread anti-communism across America.
Of course.
And yes, so they hired a fucking studio to animate Animal Farm. Because animated films are just like that in the fucking 80s and shit. The movie has relatively the same ending, where the pigs are indistinguishable from people, but while the pigs are celebrating, the animals rise up and kill the pigs.
Yeah, that sounds American, all right.
Yeah, basically like giving the ending, basically giving the ending to the story like a happy ending. And what ends it can be taken what I appreciate about the ending is that it can be taken in two different ways, where it's like, it could be the simple ending, that the kids like, where the good guys defeat the bad guys at the end, and it fills them with hope and all that good stuff, and makes them aware of what authoritarianism can look like. The other ending that I think is a bit the other way to look at it is just history repeating itself. For all we know, the next most intelligent animal will take over the house and be indistinguishable from the humans, and then the animals just revolt again and again, pretty much showing that time is a flat circle and history constantly repeats itself. And because of that, that's why I appreciate the film.
Zach's asking, are you talking about the Steven Spielberg film or a different film with the same name?
I'm talking about a different film with the same name. I don't think Animal Farm was directed by Steven Spielberg. I mean, maybe it is. I'll look it up, actually.
Yeah, do a quick check.
Animal Farm director. The 1954 Animal Farm was made by John Hales and Joy Batchelor. Yeah, no.
Oh, he said, oh, I thought you meant 1984.
No. I wasn't talking about 1984. Yeah, I said the 80s. No, this film came out in fucking 1954.
It's one thing I loved about the American paranoia back then, especially during Cold War era, just anything you disagree with, that's communism.
Oh yeah.
just like McDonald's undercooked your burger, that's communism.
You didn't get 3 meals a day, communism.
Communism. You're not smoking.
You tripped on a bad pothole, communism.
You're not smoking cigarettes like 50 times a day. Oh, that's some communism action there.
That's a communist dog whistle if I ever heard one. But what about you? What do you think was a film adaptation that did better than the book?
Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Deathly Hallows Part 2? Okay.
Actually,
explain. Why?
The battle.
Oh, the final battle. Okay. Alright.
The final battle is far better in the film.
Yeah, because in the book, fucking Harry and Voldemort just have a shouting match
They're
with each other.
just talking in front of everyone! Like, they're just there in the middle of the fucking hallway!
Nothing brings me more joy in Harry Potter than realizing that so many of these issues could be solved if just one person had a gun.
And just it's also I swear in that argument 3 times it's like, you dare? Yes, I dare, Harry answered. And it's like
Voldemort just had no roasting skills whatsoever, even though it's like, what the fuck, you're Voldemort, you've been roasting Harry since fucking book 4.
But it's like, as I was reading it, at the end of the argument, it said, everyone around them held their breath as they waited. I'm like, wait, they're in front of people?! Like, can you imagine just everyone listening to the argument is like, are they just talking?
Are they gonna do anything?
Yeah, like, so they're gonna do something, right?
Yeah, no, they just don't. Yeah, I would say like the film probably definitely spiced and Hollywooded up the book's encounter.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because Harry and Voldemort actually fought around this fucking school, which is cool.
It was way too dramatic for what it's worth, but it was still cool. Except for when they're doing the wand lock-on shit, and you just realize they're on their knees. Like, it's weird for me to bring up, I'm aware, but when you're on your knees, you kind of can't be dramatic.
Fucking stand up. Do a Goku and Vegeta shit.
Yeah.
Show us the true power of them beam struggles.
Yeah, could you imagine if Dragon Ball did like a beam struggle between Goku and Vegeta and they're just on their fucking knees?
Be very funny.
Like, you couldn't just be on one knee at least? Like, come on.
I also, like, I remember we had like a conversation like this a while back, and I think one of the films that you said was better than the book was The Maze Runner.
No, I haven't seen the Maze Runner films.
You haven't?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I've read the books. Very good. Although, you know how like sometimes you can like when you like read a book, you kind of see some insight of like the author.
Sort of, yeah.
With the Maze Runner, I'm convinced the author had a bit of a rape fetish.
Oh.
Multiple times, and I shit you not. I think I need to bulge up. I mean, multiple times. The like with these like I don't want to say zombies, but like infected. Do they just like attack the kids, and the girl is always getting pinned down by one of them?
Oh Jesus.
And sure, maybe that doesn't imply anything. But why does it happen every time? And there's even one moment, I think it was in the prequel, where like one of the girls whose canonical age is 16, like the fucking infected are just eyeing her up and down, and they say like, "Yeah, we're gonna eat good tonight." It's like, dude,
so lovely.
Don't write that.
I mean, it's one way to show that the infected are a threat.
I know, but it's like when you're doing it multiple times, that's when it's like,
Oh dear.
I've not seen Maze Runner films.
I've heard that the first movie is like the only good one. They absolutely butchered Scorch Trials.
Really, I've heard good things about Scorch Trials.
It's like I've heard it's like a good movie by itself, but when you see it's like its adaptation to the book, it's like literally nothing like the book.
Right.
But again, I have yet to read any of the Maze Runner books, so...
That's a bit of a lackluster powerbomb, I'll be honest. I don't know, just seems like, just Savage When you're on your knees, you're usually making someone else feel dramatic. Yeah, but if both of them are on their knees, though, Sapphire, who's making who more dramatic there?
It ups the drama.
Okay. Here's an interesting question for you, Jack. And chat, if you want to get involved with this, go ahead. Film or book, any form of media, has there ever been something that you've seen and you look at its ending and you go, that's it? Like, that's what you're ending it on?
I'd really have to think about that.
I mostly had
I'm drawing a blank at the moment.
So you can't think of anything that just had a lackluster ending?
I can't really, like right now, no, not really.
Fair enough.
What about you?
Hunger Games Mockingjay.
Oh yeah. I've never seen the final movie, but like, my god, my sister ranted to me for like 15 minutes about
Oh
the ending.
no, I haven't seen the film. I've seen all but part 2, but I have read the books,
Yeah.
and I'm still pissed at the fucking ending.
My sister's like the exact same. Like, when I asked her, I was like, oh, what did you think of the Hunger Games book? She's like, the first one's really the only good one.
Well,
It's like, the first one's good, the second one's okay, and the third one's just shit.
I didn't mind Catching Fire. I liked it. It was fine.
It's fucking teenager's first revolution story.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong there.
It's like, yeah, it's very blatant with its messaging, but it's like, it's fine. Katniss was a cool character.
I thought Catching Fire was better. The Catching Fire film was better than the first film, but the first book is definitely better. But you know, just fuck Mockingjay. She should have been with Gale. Fuck Peter.
Imagine if I go and read this book series and I go, yeah, Peter's absolutely fine.
I will fly to Wexford and I will kill you. Like,
It's 2 hour long argument ensues on live stream.
while you don't know, I'm catching a plane as we're arguing.
Fucking just straight up, it's like, so I finished the book series, and now for this 2 hour long debate, I'm going to be Team Peter, while Tommy is Team Gale. We're gonna be arguing like fucking teenage girls.
And while you're secretly setting up OBS to like get the good snippets out of it.
On the next episode of Shipping Wars, we are going to be Team Edward or Team Jacob. We're really gonna fucking commit to the bit.
That would be an interesting series of videos, actually. If we ever have a conflicting ship opinion.
Episode 6. It's fucking episode 3 is like Team Hermione or Team Ginny. I'm sorry, fucking Harry should have gone with Hermione.
Plot twist, I'm Team Ron.
I'm the team if J.K. Rowling fucking committed. If she really was as progressive as she thinks she is.
I'm in team there's more than 2 genders. Oh, what, too soon?
Oh dear. It's Pride Month, you can't say that, no.
The thing with books for me is that I have a hard time getting into them because of how it's all just text. Motherfucking comic book reader over here.
Skill issue.
The first Among the Hidden Books endings left me disappointed too. I still need to continue that series.
I've never heard of that series.
Yeah, I never heard of it either. I assume it's like one of those where it's like it's a series named after the first book because they all have different names.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, like Mockingjay. Actually, you were talking about Twilight. Did you ever hear about gender bent Twilight?
Oh yeah, that was something that Stephanie Meyer did, yeah.
She did it in response of people criticizing Twilight because damsel in distress and shit like that. And she wrote it to prove them wrong that the book would stay the same. But people have noted that it's actually not that bad. But that's because her writing had improved since then.
Yeah. Fucking, like, there was also, I actually, when I found out that that book was being made and it was released, there was a green text on Reddit going like, so you mean to tell me that there is a book out there of a plain guy who has no fucking, like, redeemable qualities at all, has a vampire and a werewolf GF going after him at the same time, and it's the fucking Danny DeVito fucking, like, looking old and shit. He's like, I get it now. And it was just like, maybe I don't know, maybe Stephanie Meyer has a point.
But yeah, she fully gender swapped everything about the book.
Right.
Which admittedly makes me kind of curious to like read him and compare the two, because I think she only did book 1.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, if you go to that length to gender swap, like how much did you commit? Like, because people saying it's actually good. It's like, okay, so did she change something? I wonder. Of course,
It's like this could either just be a whole thing where it's like it's either A, the writing just generally got better, right? or it's B, she actually does have a point. And that possibility that she might have a point makes me intrigued to read it.
Yeah, right?
That's a good marketing strategy, I'll be honest.
But it's also commendable that she went.
Is it better? Read the book.
Yeah, it's also commendable that.
Get me another copy of Twilight while you're at it.
Give me money.
I mean, hey, I respect the hustle.
No, I'm referring to chapter books, asshole. Comics and manga I can get into because it has pictures alongside the text, get the reader more invested. I finally watched Twilight last year out of curiosity, and outside of loving the blue lighting, I found it to be meh. It'd be more interesting if Jacob chose Edward. Alright, welcome to the Twilight
I watched the first Twilight movie, like, I want to say probably last year, and yeah, I was so fucking bored of it.
I remember
It's
someone...
not an engaging film, I'll be honest.
I remember someone did like a comparison of like final battles in films and stuff. You know, it's like Deathly Hallows Part 2, hype. Lord of the Rings final battle, hype. Twilight final battle is like 10 people standing in a forest. It's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Finally, some action.
I should have been more specific with my wording. You typed it, Zach.
A book series that I really do want to get into, or like back into, because I listened to the first audiobook, is the Percy Jackson series.
I've read the whole Percy Jackson. The thing is, I've read the Percy Jackson series. I know the author did more. Part of me doesn't want to read it because it just feels like, you know, everything concluded with the Olympians, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
would you say it's worth getting into?
Oh, the books, absolutely. You know, the Percy Jackson series and stuff is definitely a really fun read. And you know, it's interesting how they were able to like work the gods into it, even if some of the things, when you think about it,
The Mist.
but are also very fucking funny for the wrong reasons.
Ares and Percy fighting on the beach. I can only imagine what a normal person was fucking seeing.
Yeah, okay. I gotta talk about it. Get ready for this fucking tangent, guys. But in the Percy Jackson lore, it's canon that like the gods sort of like they sort of have this like I guess illusion or this like filter that what they do, the humans don't see it or they see something else. You know, Zeus is like causing storms and shit. You know, they don't see Zeus. They just see a bunch of storm clouds. And you know,
yeah.
and that's fine, but like, you know, there's one scene where Percy and who was it again?
Ares,
right? I was thinking Hades, but no. Yeah, Percy and Ares, they're having a sword fight on the beach, and at this point in the book, Percy is a wanted criminal. Like he was like pinned for a crime. I think he was listed as a terrorist as well, but I could be misremembering. And
it's been a while since I've listened to the book, so I don't know.
And the police arrive, and, you know, they see Percy and Ares fighting, but the police say, drop down your guns and back away. And Percy says he sees the sword Ares is holding changing into a shotgun. What the fuck are the police seeing? Like, did they just see this kid and this grown man whacking shotguns with each other?
There was also the case where, at one point in the fight, Ares gets really mad and creates like a ring of sand around them, like they're fighting in the sea, and Percy manages to land a good cut on Ares, and Ares in a fit of rage does like the whole fucking like anime shit.
Yeah. And
he screams and like some water goes away. Just like to imagine that the cops just saw, like, I don't know, fucking Ares plant a bomb or something. And it just goes,
well, no, but Percy also stands in the sea and holds back the water to send a massive wave to Ares. What the fuck are they seeing there?
There's so many questions about that. See, that's like the kind of stupid lore that I find to be like enjoyable in kids' books.
Oh yeah, no.
Where it's like the situations that you can find yourself like talking about are like really funny.
Yeah, it's stupid, but like, it's not stupid that you think the author's an idiot. It's just one of those, like, maybe they didn't think that through, but it's still really funny to think about, you know?
Yeah. Like, one of the prime examples of, like, world building that's, like, a bit is fucking, like, Harry Potter. You start asking, like, some fucking deep questions about Harry Potter, and the Lord starts getting immediately hilarious.
Oh no, fucking just like it's especially in the films of like at what point like you can't convince me the Muggles aren't seeing this shit, you know?
Oh yeah, absolutely not. They 100% have to have been seeing like the supernatural shit that Voldemort was doing.
Especially with like with, like Deathly Hallows Part
What
1.
do you mean? What do you mean that a tornado took out one of the fucking bridges? Like, bullshit. London doesn't even get fucking like tornadoes and shit. So like, what do you want about?
And what about the dragon?
Big Bird.
Big Bird. Belle being attracted to Edward after waking up to him randomly being in her room at like 2 a.m. made me legitimately laugh out loud. Because realistically, that's how you earn a restraining order.
Yep, that's what happens in the movie, and it is as creepy as you could imagine.
I thought I had to powerbomb that gas, but no. I say all of this, yeah, I want to get honest bonds, gotta love irony. It's only a $5 on Kindle, what's stopping you?
Yeah. I do agree with Jack in saying that Harry should have been Hermione. Thank you, Zach. Thank you.
Oh no,
those two had way too much fucking chemistry.
No, I'm in that ballpark as well.
Yeah. Ron getting with Hermione is just like, come on. Come on. Like, yes, there were signs in the books, I know. But like, come on. Harry and Hermione were like always talking. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, Ron and Hermione just didn't really have that much chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And they had less in the films as well.
Oh yeah. They were really nerfed in the movies.
Which is like, okay, people are gonna hate me for this. Dobby's death. Like,
no, it means nothing in the movies.
Yeah, it means jack shit. Because we see nothing. Like, we see him do, like, he barely appears. In the books, he's fucking everywhere.
Yeah, he's like once, yeah, he's like around since like Goblet of Fire.
Yeah,
basically.
he works with the other, like, he works with the other, like goblins in, with the other elves in Hogwarts. Like, you see he wears all of the clothes Hermione makes, but all the other elves refuse to wear them.
Yeah.
And
I also really hate the whole thing where like fucking people criticize Harry Potter going like, it's pro-slavery because the elves never get liberated. It's like, yeah, the elves are elves. They aren't people. They're fucking elves.
Honest question, is Honest Bonds Book 1 a finished product, or is it being rewritten? I want to buy it, but I can't remember the progress of the series. So, Honest Bonds was initially published in 2018. I took it down and I rewrote it. What you see on Amazon is the final version. Fall of Tenebris is book 2. I split it in half. I split book 1 in half into 2 parts because I didn't like the price that I had to put it at because of Amazon on Kindle Direct. So by splitting it in half, I was able to make it more affordable. And at least with that, people could just buy one book, spend £10 and think, well, I don't like this, I don't want to get book 2, rather than spending £20 and feel they've been ripped off. So, book 1, book 2, they're complete. Nothing's going to change with them. So the next one, book 3, is a continuation. I'm not doing any more rewrites. I may do a grammar correction here and there, like, you know, to like improve on future.
Honest Bonds proper grammar edition.
Fuck you. But yeah, nothing's changing. Like, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
So I hope that answers your question. Thanks for informing me. I shall be buying when I get money to spare. Awesome. If you have Kindle Direct Publishing, Kindle Unlimited, they're free on that, so you don't need to worry about Autobook when.
Honest Bonds audiobook. Oh boy.
The thing is, I was talking to some people about it, but they realized I was way too ambitious. They said, Tommy, that's not an audiobook, that's an audio drama. Just stop.
Yeah.
I do at least want to get multiple voice actors for the characters. Because
I know that Philip Pullman did that with Northern Lights.
Yeah. And like I was talking to some other like family members, and they say, oh, but you know, Stephen Fry doesn't have voice actors. I'm like, yeah, that's Stephen Fry. I'm not Stephen Fry. Like, I'm fucking Tommy Williams, all right? And I really don't think people would want to listen to a book where I'm talking like this whenever a woman talks. So yeah, I'm getting like if I do want to do an audiobook, but I'm getting voice actors.
Hmm.
You ain't stopping me.
Honest Bonds Deluxe Edition featuring Dante from Devil May Cry Manga's DLC.
And new funky mode as
Suddenly, Dante.
well.
What the fuck happened here?
I didn't even touch him, and he just died and fell. All right.
Oh, farewell.
I also did look into like uploading from like uploading onto like Audible. It's very strict from the way I looked into it.
Oh yeah, what's the guidelines?
Like you can't just upload something as like an audiobook. You need to like get it verified through like a publisher and stuff.
Ah, I see.
Audio drama, oh piss off, other YA novels had drama in them as well. No, that's not what I
No,
mean.
no. Audio drama and audiobook are two different things.
Yeah.
Audiobook is just a person like reading out what's in the book. An audio drama will like have that, but also have like sound effects and shit and music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what makes them different, yeah.
If you
Honest Bonds is not getting an audiobook adaptation because it's too dramatic.
if you want an example of like a good audio drama, listen to any radio show.
Oh yeah. There's also I once listened to an audio drama of like the original Jungle Book.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
I can't get into audio dramas. It's just something about them just has that not uncanny valley, but just like sort of
Something's missing.
yeah.
I need visuals.
Like,
if I'm going that far.
Ironic from me as someone who loves music, I can't I can picture scenarios while listening to music. I can't picture a scenario in an audio drama.
Yeah, it's odd. At that stage, I was like, I just prefer just listen to the audiobook then.
Yeah.
Just closing my eyes and imagining the world.
Even then, I can't get into audiobooks.
Really?
I'd much rather read it.
Valid, fair.
Audio drama for Honest Bonds with Tommy Wiseau as the main character. Fuck off. oh, hi, Ignil. I did not kill him.
Tear me apart, Ruby. No more lies. Stop lying, motherfucker.
Ah, so you must be the kid that took down Fable. Oh, hi, Gwal. So anyway, Castro, how's your sex life?
No. Since the reporter is done. Ha ha ha, funny story, Ryula.
What a story, Ryula.
What story is he talking about? Buy the book to find out.
That's so stupid.
Yes.
Oh god. You know it's funny. Someone will probably make that as like a fucking meme trailer if it was ever a film, and I would absolutely love the shit out of it.
Absolutely endorse it.
I love it when people do those like fan things, like fucking Austin Powers in Mass Effect. I fucking love that video. I never played a Mass Effect game in my life, but I love that fucking video.
Oh, it's just top tier editing, yeah.
It's like, assassin! Kicks the fucking kid.
The fucking Austin Powers movies are really, really funny.
You can go back to one of the prior floors to get the grapple beam now that you have power bombs. It's back in the puzzle room. Oh, am I proceeding with plot again? Am I unintentionally going plot way?
Oh dear.
You also need the plasma beam and X-ray visor for the 3rd floor of the mines to progress. Okay, so I am going plot way. Okay, I'll come back here later then.
You gotta do a lot of backtracking.
That's welcome to Metroid.
Wahoo!
God, I know you can't. Like you keep saying to me, you can't picture Shadows and Honest Bonds as like anything but the format they're in.
Yeah.
And I get that, but like, have you ever like
I stand by that.
have you ever like not ever considered like who would play who? Like you never gave a
Well, I
thought
guess-
about like who would play like Isaac or who would play like Ryula?
Well, it's like, I always, like, picture them in, like, animated form. So it'd be, like, voice actors and shit.
Yeah.
Shadows absolutely would not be a fucking live-action series.
No, definitely not. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I would refuse to have Honest Bonds be live action either. I do not trust Hollywood whatsoever.
It's like, I have, an idea for just, like, one specific character in Shadows that I have, like, a definitive voice for. It's the big guy. His name's Jonathan in the story.
Yeah.
He's like the big Isaac. For some reason, I always pictured him with the voice of a fucking famous bass singer on YouTube called Jeff Kalinske.
I've heard
He's
of it.
just known. You've heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the guy who can sing like incredibly low,
Yeah. Okay.
and like his normal like speaking voice just sounds like really like soft and thunderous. That's how I always pictured Jonathan sounding.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea why. It's just like, yeah, that's he sounds like someone that would just have a very deep voice. And his hidden talent is that he can sing.
For me, it's hard for me to picture Ryula because that's sort of the main character. When you've written the adventure of the main protagonist, it's kind of difficult to picture anything else. With
Yeah.
Igneal, I've always imagined Markiplier.
Huh. Interesting.
Like, just just
Hello there, Ryula.
hello there. My name is Igneal, leader of the Five Pseudos, and welcome
see,
to.
bro.
I'd like to make you an offer.
I'd like to make you an offer that you cannot refuse, Ryula. If I didn't want to kill the first wizard, why would I would be longer than 5?
Want to kill any more than 2? Hello. Of course, I was just picturing just fucking just like.
Fucking like, it's fucking okay. No spoilers for the fucking like third book, because I'm gonna try like to be as spoiler free as possible. It's like, God damn it! Fuck! Fucky you!
Just like Ryula's getting his ass handed to him in like the cage match. He said, "God, poopy, 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 poopy in my pants."
It's like, it might sound egotistical for me to say this, but like, Isaac just, it's just my voice whenever I'm fucking like hearing him talk, or like whenever I'm trying to envision him talking.
All right, Stan Lee, calm down.
I'm sorry, I just fucking hear it. I'm like, yeah, who else would voice Isaac?
Yeah, no, for me, I could. I
For some reason, I always had canon Igneal as being like Australian. I don't
yeah,
know why. He had an accent.
I've
for
never.
me.
I gave him an accent once in Human Plague, and even then, it was nowhere near Aussie. It was fucking like Northern, if that.
No, like this was like way before like Human Plague. This is like fucking OG Honest Bond stuff. I thought he like, I just like fucking gave him an accent in my head. Like, yeah, this sounds like Igneal.
Yeah, I never pictured it. Like,
You're not really. Like to the Force, it is.
Mate. Nah, I can't picture it.
Yeah, that's just a weird headcanon in my head.
And it's not going to affect my decision making whenever it becomes a thing.
You say that now.
Hey, okay.
Subliminal messaging.
All right. But I get to pick the Oz.
What if the best actor is indeed a fucking Aussie?
I get to pick the Oz. Because I would totally just try and get dank pods in. Like, are you scooping out the mids, mate?
How do you?
So line up the middle segment. And we're good.
Oh no, actually, I actually did have a fucking canon voice for Isaac. Fucking I watched a series called Transformers Prime, and there is a character in it named Jack, and his voice is fucking perfect for Isaac.
The character called
it's
Jack,
like,
perfect for Isaac.
Shush. Shush. I know what it sounds like. I know what it sounds like, but shut up. Shut up. Like, he has like the perfect combination of sounding like a kid, but also a little bit like an adult at the same time. So he basically sounds like a teenager.
Yes, that is what
I
that
realize
is.
it's a very elaborate way of saying he's a fucking
Fucking idiot.
I just realized right at the end of my sentence, like, wait a fucking minute.
Zach's
Not Wheeljack, no.
Okay.
Like the human Jack.
Just fucking, instead of making a left, you made 3 rights with that explanation.
Got there in the end.
It's like midway between a kid and an adult. But you know, like, he's not 18. I think there's a word for that.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. Will you please take your fucking order?
Oh wait, hold on. Aha! I'm in the waste disposal unit. I'm in the space pirate shitting spot.
Oh,
What was that?
just a reaction.
Ah!
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Ooh! Here's an interesting question for you, because it's technically your character. Skull.
Skull. Oh, who would voice Skull?
Yeah. Who would voice Skull? Because it's in my book, but that is technically your guy.
It's like either Christopher Judge, who voices like the new Kratos,
Ooh.
or yeah, he's got a fucking good voice. You might not know him, but like there's the voice like in Fullmetal Alchemist. There's a character called Scar, in like the 2009 version of him. I think Skull would have that voice. Like it's kind of it's like sounds very old and it's very gruff, but it does sound like very emotive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could picture Skull sounding like that.
The plasma beam is back in the Magmor caverns and the X-ray visors in Talent Overworld. Okay, well now they've got the grapple beam, I can pretty much go anywhere, everywhere. Which means I'm going to backtrack to the Chozo Ruins and go to that one area that was bothering me for the longest time that I wanted to explore.
Metroid.
I was wondering, Randy then. No, you can't claim that one because I'm going to claim that one, so you got to claim that one.
Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
He was ready. He was ready to spice Samus and Frozen dead.
Fuck you. Bitch.
The water looks too pretty to be pirate waste. Maybe the space pirate ship blue.
Exactly.
Oh, have you ever seen behind the scenes of The Room?
I have not seen behind the scenes of The Room, no.
The stuff that Wiseau wanted to do is like insane. And I'm only bringing this up because like the way I did that explanation just reminded me of it. There was one scene where Tommy wanted like I think it was the scene where like Danny or Denny, whatever the fuck his name is, was like getting confronted by like the drug dealer.
Yeah.
He wanted a scene where Johnny's car would suddenly float and fly away.
But why?
Yeah, exact same question the directors asked, right? Tommy's response, not making this up, is he shrugged and said, maybe Johnny is vampire.
The fuck does that mean? What does that mean, you fucking alien?
And the best part...
You fucking primordial being.
The best part is that he did elaborate further, but he went to Greg and went, look at that, I am good director.
Tommy, sometimes you're just not real.
It's like, when that's what was missing from like all the Dracula shots. Just have a fucking just like, Mercedes just like flying around. I would have guessed because it happened in Greece. That's right, Greece did end like that. I completely forgot about that. Maybe because Greece is like not that good when you think about it.
I like Greece.
It's pretty much like okay, I don't care what people say. It is not the perfect example of a true happiness in a relationship.
Oh no, absolutely not. But still fun.
Did you ever see the
you
sequel?
just gotta not think too hard.
Did you ever see the sequel to it?
There was a sequel?
Yeah, they made a Grease 2.
Uh-huh.
I never watched it. Well, okay, sorry, tell a lie. I watched a bit of it. I never watched the whole film. But I remember being all kinds of confused when, because like it was, I don't think it was the original cast. It was just like it was like the future of the T-Birds, and like one of them was just like was like talking to a girl in like a bomb shelter, and his
what?
and his friends were outside listening in, and then they pulled out like a portable air raid siren, and then the guy inside went, "Oh no, the bombs are dropping! Quick, we need to start fucking so we can populate the future generation that will be around when the nukes go off."
Excuse me?
Yeah, he basically almost raped her.
Are you sure this isn't like a fucking porn parody?
Dude, I promise you, it was on TV before the goddamn watershed.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know, but it was there.
Some people.
So, do I just... Oh, wait. So, is the blind I can just power on?
Oh.
Well, that was kind of cool. Out of all the things I remember from The Room, the implication that the son wanted to watch his parents bang still messes with me because what? No, Denny wasn't their son. He was just a random kid that was there.
Yeah.
Which makes it even worse, actually.
The Room is... It's an adventure. That's all I can say.
Have you ever seen The Disaster Artist?
I have not seen it, no.
Check out
but
The
I heard
Disaster
that
Artist.
I heard that James Franco was like perfect as Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah. Although he said during an interview that like they were showing off like scenes of The Disaster Artist to Wiseau, and like at the end of it he said the film's problem is too dark. I can't see anything. And they looked at him and he was wearing sunglasses the entire fucking time.
Tommy, just... my god, never change except please do.
Also, I know you're referring to him, but it just sounds like you're just scolding me. Tommy, you're a fucking idiot.
Wiseau, please.
I just I imagine they're probably thinking it's like, oh, I guess we could change this. Looks over to him, sunglasses. There was also an interview where he was saying that he always wanted to try veganism and go vegan, but according to the interviewer, he was eating a whole salmon at the time. Like, really, dude? How do you fuck that up?
From the sound of this, Tommy Wiseau is a walking Looney Tunes cat. Nah, bro, Looney Tunes wishes it could write shit as funny as him.
Nah, you got to look at his interviews. They're so funny. Like,
just hysterical.
Like, he is adamant that people started riding bikes more in San Francisco because of The Room. And how The Room is responsible for reduced crime rates.
I mean, that kid's based.
Like he explained, whereas like he's like, you know, you go out at night, you get angry, you kick window break, you do bad crime, but instead you go out at night, you go to theater, you watch The Room stops crime. You can use the X-ray
They
visor
hated
for the
him for he
chosen
spoke the
spirits.
truth.
Ah, I didn't think about that. I'll keep that in mind for next time. Tommy will not keep that in mind for next time.
Your entire playthrough is just like comprised of you doing everything the hard way accidentally.
Basically, yeah, actually. Like,
If I want something in this game, I'll fucking earn it.
wait, hang on a minute. Should there be a chosen artifact? Because I killed the ghosts.
Maybe you didn't kill all the ghosts?
No, I did because
I did activate a cutscene, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, would that be some shit? Just like, you know, all but one, like fuck off, and then it still triggers anyway.
The one where you definitely needed the X-ray goggles.
A trippy visor. Oh yeah. If you look on the stream, you can see Samus's hand actually changing to the different positions of the beam.
Oh, that's cool.
I do like that detail.
Sick.
The room reduced crime rates because the people who watched it reevaluated their lives and wanted to outlive Tommy Wiseau's revenge. Well, like, did you ever like hear about the meme of like the room with spoons?
I think I'm familiar with this.
It's a running joke where it's like if you go to midnight screenings of The Room, every time a scene with spoons appeared, everyone would throw plastic spoons at the screen.
Oh yeah.
Wiseau explained the spoons as a message for America's constant need of silverware and wasteful products. But the real reason is those were just the pictures that came in the frames, and they just did not have any time to replace them. No Chozo artifact.
Love that shit.
Weird. I've tried talking with my mum about upgrading my phone, and she said your phone isn't that old. The iPhone XR is 5 to 6 years old. Oh, dude, you got an old iPhone. Like, I'm surprised you can still use it. I'm surprised Apple hasn't like forced the update to make it slow down yet.
Oh dear.
They still do
Good luck,
that.
buddy. That's like so shitty.
They got sued for it, but they still do it.
Because we're Apple, we can get away with it. It's like, fuck off, guys.
I told you about that girl that rejected me because I use Android, right?
Oh yeah, Android is the best fucking shit test ever.
I was like, I remember
If someone gives you shit for that, not worth it. Bullet dodged.
yeah, hindsight, yes, but it's like, really?
Mm-hmm.
It was just the way she described the commitment issues, as if like, you know, as if we were to get together, she would come home one night, see me in bed with another woman, and I go, babe, come on, I'm Android. You should have seen this coming.
Fuck does that mean?
Well, that was her mentality. It was like, you know, you can switch from Samsung to Sony to Oppo to Huawei. That means you're not committed. I want someone who's committed, like Apple. That just sucks.
Yeah, committed to being shit.
I never feel the need to upgrade my phone unless I absolutely have to. I only bought a gaming phone separate from my normal phone because I wanted to play emulators again.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. For me, it's a case where it's like if my contract ends, I'm like, yeah, I'll upgrade. Why not? You know, like I don't need to pay to upgrade early, so I could just restart a contract to get something new.
I'll be honest, I have the same mindset as Sapphire. It's just like, I just have a phone and it stays with me until it breaks.
No, I do understand that. Don't get me wrong. Like definitely.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for me personally. It's just like, you know, I do love Android. It's just
If
like,
it's there, you just might as well take it, yeah.
yeah.
It's like it's offering, so.
You know, I'm
It's
not
like, my mindset with my phone is like the same with everything that I have in my house. I keep it until it breaks.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I will wear like a pair of pants, even if it's fucking awful. Even if it's got holes in it, if it's still comfortable, I'm gonna wear it.
Trousers, I think you mean?
Yeah, trousers, sorry. I have to realize I'm speaking the right language, not the wrong one.
Let's not forget, people over here thought you were American.
Yay.
Even my mum thought you were American.
Probably sounds like it. It's not the Irish accent. He's not asking for Guinness or anything. I think he's just a wee bit. I think he's a wee bit American. I think he's
Sorry,
lying.
I'm just reminded of just like, what was it, My Hero Academia? God, Funimation, how dare you not cast a black woman to play this character?
I'm black.
It's like, but I am black though. Major respect to that voice actor go like, but I am black though.
Yeah, I mean that is the most mature response you could probably give to something like that. Because Lord knows, I would have been so much worse.
I know, right?
I would have gone all the way going like, what the fuck did you expect me to sound like? Get a clip from the show and put on the most stereotypical black accent.
No, just get a clip from the show, but just dub it with Boondocks footage. Which I'm not going to quote.
Perfect. No. Now this is what we call
Have you ever heard the Japanese dub of Boondocks?
so funny.
It's so fucking funny.
They don't hold back.
They don't hold back.
They say that word like it's a fucking anime move.
What the fuck is? I just killed these guys. I love like some like fucking. Have you seen the most polite black man ever in an anime?
Don't think I have.
It's a clip of this guy, this tourist goes like America. He had like a lobster pinch his finger, and so he's.
Oh yeah, I know this clip. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just black guy. Hey, what the hell's wrong with you, man? You got something you want to say to me? I'll rip your lights out.
Oh yeah, because the voice acting there was like really bad.
Boondocks mentioned Let's Go. I only know about it because fucking Eddie put it on the fucking screen share once. It's like, wow, this is the Boondocks, eh? Okay, so I've got that uncovered. It's time to go bowling.
Oh shit.
They are hellbent on wanting you dead. They really are.
Mm-hmm.
My most believable stuff. I think that's why my phone isn't responding to the Wi-Fi because of how old it is. I mean, phone Wi-Fi normally isn't that bad. You know, it's not like say Nintendo Wi-Fi where like it's just not gonna respond at all to like the new stuff. Like, you know, my 3DS just refuses to connect to be Wi-Fi and shit. Yeah, I know what you mean about like technology stuff. My mum, she has like an iPhone, I think it's an 11. And like,
oh damn.
Yeah, and she keeps trying to connect to the Wi-Fi in Weatherspoons, but you know, I'm getting the Wi-Fi. I have no problem, and she's like, God, why is my phone so being slow? Just like, you know, I have to keep you know, closing down Messenger because it takes up too much data, and I'm like, Mum, it's because you're using an old iPhone. Apple slowed them down. She went, they wouldn't do that, Tommy. They would get in trouble. It's like, they did. They're still doing it.
They did. They just don't care.
And but she's saying like, no, they won't do that. It's like, Mum, they're doing it. For fuck's sake, get a new iPhone.
Convert to Samsung.
Well, I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying, just get a new fucking iPhone. Get a 15, a 14 at least, because that will last you a year. Like, every time she keeps complaining about the speed, I'm like, for fuck's sake!
It's like your own worst enemy at this point.
5 years isn't that long ago for phones. It absolutely fucking... Well, for technology, it's quite long ago, actually.
Yeah. Tech doesn't have much long staying power.
Yeah. I mean, consoles get changed every 5 years, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Which is always very difficult to explain to my mum. You know, I'm there with my 360, and I'm like, oh, I want an Xbox One. It's like, doesn't that 360 work? It's like, yeah, but they're not gonna make games for it anymore.
My parents are the exact same. It's like, does the console work? No, they're not getting another one.
my mum, bless her,
Get over it.
she really didn't want to get me a 3DS. And like I remember when we were like in the car ride to school one day, she went, Tommy, are you sure that 3DS games won't work on a regular DS? I'm like, of course not. Like, they're built differently. She goes, well, yeah, but like, is there no way to just make it work? I'm like, the cartridges won't fit, at all.
I remember one time my mom like straight up did fucking piracy without even knowing it. Are you familiar with R4 cards?
Yes. I actually
Yeah.
have an R4 card.
Yeah, my mom was like fucking getting involved with R4 cards and just like came up to me and my siblings one day going like, alright kids, we have a thing where you can choose like 50 games and you can all play on this one R4 card, and we're all like, no way! Oh, bless her heart.
Oh no, my mum definitely pirated. My granddad used to download a lot of DVDs off the Pirate Bay.
Nice.
And they were not always the best quality.
How did the fucking R4 card shit work? I never understood it.
It's basically a cartridge with an SD card in it.
Ah, right.
So it's got ROMs of games, and like when you pick it from a menu, it's basically just going to load up from the SD card, and it's telling the DS, "Hey, this is definitely a legit card. I promise you."
Ah, okay.
You lied to me, Zach. That power bomb did nothing.
You fool.
Oh, I see what I did now. Shut
Little
up.
did he know that the power bomb was indeed going to work.
Ah, here's a question for you.
Alright.
Least favorite meme?
God, where the fuck do I start? Fucking Tide Pod meme wasn't funny.
Okay, least favorite meme that you see people still like use.
The Gat shit. So annoying.
What, Gat Skibbity Riz?
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
I don't even care if it's ironic. Just stop.
For me, this might not be considered a meme, but legend says.
Oh, Legend says, yeah.
You know, when a character's doing something on repeat, people that come is like, Legend says he's still doing it to this day. It's like, congratulations, you just went for the lowest fucking hanging fruit.
Mm.
Hope you're not too proud of yourself. Like, look at you, Mr. Comedy fucking genius. Yeah, the R4 cards. I think my R4 card was like a friend's, but he's never asked for it back. I know they don't work on 3DSs.
Oh, yeah. Probably updated the typo then.
Well, yeah, because like you can never update your DS, but Nintendo made sure that the R4 cards will not work on 3DSs.
Bastards.
This is Nintendo. Are you
I
even
found the loophole!
Are you even surprised at this rate? This is fucking Nintendo we're talking about.
I don't care. Fucking bastards. R4 card was the best fucking thing that ever happened to me.
The best thing. It changed my marriage. It fixed my marriage.
Changed my fucking life trajectory, I tell you what.
My parents are gonna get a divorce, but now thanks to the R4 card. They're still getting divorced,
Saved
but at least
them
I'm
all.
happy.
I was able to play Nintendo and Super Mario Brothers. And I didn't have to get up from my bed.
Okay. Motherfucker and fucking iPhone not wanting to work. God, I remember like, I remember when I got my first smartphone, and it was like the coolest shit ever.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't an iPhone. I've always been Android my whole life, but you know, I remember just like, I had it for like 2 years, and I remember like Angry Birds Space came out, and it ran like shit.
Mm.
And then when I got my new phone, the Sony Xperia, it ran awesome. Angry Birds Space like peak Angry Birds.
Oh yeah, that shit was fun.
Never cared for Star Wars though. It was just these fucking ghosts, man.
Luigi when he enters the mansion.
Fucking joking like Smitty there. God, I haven't watched Smitty in ages.
His content's still fine.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's still fucking hilarious because it's Smitty.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like I used to love watching his Warzone shit with Matt.
Oh my god, Matt makes every single video of his like infinitely funnier.
Matt is just fucking awesome, and you know, just like he's clearly someone where it's like you could tell he like I don't think you can defend him because he
No,
makes the
can't.
jokes.
Yeah. Like when you fucking say an offensive joke to him, he just starts pissing himself.
Well, no, it's always that
Or he
meme.
comes back with something infinitely worse.
It's always that meme I see where it's like you know, Latinos when you call them a slur and it's like laughing. Latinos when you call them Latinx and it's like death stare.
Latinx, yeah.
Latinx just sounds
Latinx.
even stupider. I just say Latinx.
Latinx. That sounds like a slur, actually. You fucking Latinx.
You know what also sounds like
Me when I see a they them Latino. Fucking Latinx.
You know what it also sounds like?
It's your fucking word, guys. It's not a slur.
It sounds like fucking deodorant as well.
I need some Latinx. Freshen myself up.
Well, no. Latin is fine. Latino is fine. Like Latinx is not a word that you know they chose. So just like a bunch of white people coming in saying like, yeah, we're using Latinx now. Just like them going, the fuck you are.
I thought we were against colonizing.
That literally
I thought that was part of your ideology. What the fuck?
It would just literally be like if just someone came into Cornwall and said like, these aren't Cornish pasties anymore. They're English pastries. Like, fuck off!
Be gone, Satan.
I heard Latinos.
Absolute heathens.
And stuff that comes in. Hey, essay?
Hey, essay?
I told my mum this joke and she was not amused. But like, Henry and I were talking like with the initial 2022 trip. Henry and I were just like joking about like if he would get like stopped by customs and stuff. And like and you know like for context before I say this, like Henry is from like El Salvador. And you know, so, and like we were joking that he would just be like, he put on like a stereotypical accent. He's like, "No, senor, I got to see the Englishman. You want to see the sort out his garden? He pays very well."
Hey, I see.
I'll say that to my mum, and she's like, "You can't really say that." I'm like, "Mum, he's from El Salvador. Like, he's a Spanish guy."
I've definitely told my mom of like various racist jokes that I've told to my foreign friends. She's like, "Jack, don't say that." I was like, "But they're funny."
They're laughing.
Yeah, they're laughing at it, so. I think it's like fucking Jeff Dunham put it best of like one of his comedy specials. He's like, "First off, do you know how racist that is?" Like, slow nod. That's why it's so fucking funny.
What was mine of like Ahmed? It's like, you can't say these things. Why? They offend people. Oh, I'm dead. What do I care?
Yeah.
Sapphire's that, Kate.
I'm not sure if we're offending anybody, but just stop. I don't care. I go home in a suitcase.
I did like that joke. That's a good joke.
I better be careful, otherwise I'll put you in a box too.
Terra Firma Sana. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, little flame.
We're playing some Metroid Prime, and we're having a good talk. I'm Sergeant Major Mario. With me is Manga Writer.
Hello.
So welcome to the calm before the storm. Because nothing is ever normal with me and him.
No, absolutely not.
I just made that. Holy shit. I think I'm getting
Pure
another
skill that was.
energy. Fucking pro MLG Pro.
What?
Remember when non-Latin people got upset at Mario's Sand Kingdom costume, and actual Latin people said they embraced it? It was,
yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious.
It was also what happened with Speedy.
Yeah, Speedy Gonzalez.
Like, people were right into Warner and this is true. You guys can like fact check this, but like, you know, white people were just like going to Warner Brothers saying how like Speedy is offensive to like the Mexican culture and that they should be ashamed for it. And Warner Brothers like issued a sincere apology saying that they didn't want to offend people and will be removing Speedy from future shows. And all of Mexico went, "What the fuck are you doing? Bring him back! He's awesome!"
It's like, no, we love this guy. Nothing's better than white people getting offended by races that, you know, don't. I get offended for races that aren't offended.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one video of a guy like dressing up in like a stereotypical Mexican costume.
Oh, I think
he
I
goes to a
remember this.
college campus and asks, "Oh, is this costume offensive?" And all the students ask, answer with, "Yes, it's really offensive. You should stop doing that." He goes to Mexico, asks Mexican people, "Hey, yo, does this offend you?" He's like, "No, you look very nice."
Didn't he? I swear someone else did it, but with like a stereotypical like Chinese costume as well.
Yeah, it was the same guy.
Oh, was it? Yeah, and like
Yeah.
and like he went to like Chinatown, and everyone in Chinatown was like, "Yeah, you look, you are wearing
You
our
look
culture.
very nice.
You look really good."
You look very nice.
It's like, ain't that a weird moment?
Maybe if you say you want to ask someone if you know, if you want to ask for if you're offending someone, you just ask the fucking community.
I always love it on like fucking 9gag where it's just like it's just like I think it's like a character from like He-Man, and it's like, "By the power of white woman, I'm offended on your behalf." And like, of course, there are some people who will take offense to it. I get that, but it's not it's more the minority than the majority, you know?
Yeah, I think like once we reach a stage in society where we stop listening to the minority, we're gonna evolve, like drastically.
Yeah. You know what?
Currently, we're living in a culture where the minority is like taken more seriously than the majority, and the majority have to suffer because of it. It's like, piss off.
I'm gonna be careful with that argument because that could backfire on you very easily.
Eh.
So now we need is a plasma beam. Indeed.
Wahoo!
I know there's one area here that I've yet to explore, so I'm gonna explore that area. And when I reach the next save point, I'm gonna call it a stream.
Yes. Been streaming for like 3 hours, so it's been a long stream.
That's why I love having people on here, because it's like, you know, I could, you know, it's good to talk, and you know, streams go on for longer because, like, you know,
Yeah.
we're
You're not running out of things to say, yeah.
Yeah, because I often don't like the silence in the streams. You know, it just feels wrong.
Yeah,
You know-
something about dead air is just like, oh god, what am I doing?
Yeah, I'm here trying to be insane. You know, people have come to watch me play this game, and I'm just there like, so, how about the weather?
The weather has just now become like just a fucking running joke for me when I've literally run out of every single thing to talk about.
That's right.
Just nice solid pause, and I just go, so the weather.
I'm quite glad we haven't gotten there yet, given how long
yeah.
we've been friends for.
I say it usually for memes.
But even then, like often with my friend, when I'm with my friends, like, I'm quite content in the silence, but I'm still worried that they're just gonna get bored out of their mind, you know?
Oh yeah, I have the same fear as well.
But
Even though like I tell people, it's like, no, it's fine. It's like a pause on conversation's okay, but like I just do not apply that logic to myself.
mind you, it is
rules for thee, but none for me.
yeah, and it's also just the way true friendship is most of the time.
Oh yeah.
Whereas, like, you know, you have a friend and you will talk to them for hours on end. But like, well, no joke, my mate invited me around his house like last year, And
Yeah.
we sat in the lounge. We were just playing like Smash Brothers, like 2 hours. We didn't say a word.
Mm-hmm.
But like you know, like we're like, yeah, I'm fun. Like hell yeah.
You good? Yeah, I'm good.
What's the deal with their plain food? Am I right? Yeah, probably for the best call of stream, it's been a beefy one. Oftentimes, my longest streams are because I have guests, and I love having people on streams.
Valid.
Because, you know, you get the good bants.
Exactly.
Though I was
learn stuff that you probably shouldn't learn about, but it's fine.
I was originally, like, when I was doing my night porter job, to make up for the fact that I was doing less streams, I was going to do longer streams. That was becoming a bit of a toll.
Fair.
It was with like I think when I was doing like some 4-hour Ori streams, I was like, yeesh.
Oh god, I think like just playing any kind of game for that amount of time, like on a stream, is just gonna really fucking take you out.
But it's funny, I can play games for so long without difficulty. I played East for fucking 14 hours without realizing.
Damn.
But yeah. So good enough time to call this stream. Do you have any any closing words?
Be excited for the third book, Human Plague. It's gonna be out in the summer. I would argue that it's probably our best work yet, and hope you enjoy it. I've had a thoroughly fun time fucking going over it and proofreading it, so
are you sure
I'm
you're
excited
not
to see it all done.
Are you sure you're not just saying that because you're getting a higher writing credit in this one?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. That was not part of the contract whatsoever. Jokes aside, it's yeah, genuinely I think it's been our best collaboration so far, so give it a shot.
Yeah.
If you haven't read the OG2 books, then check those out. They're fun.
Anyway, well, with that, this has been... I was nearly about to say Honest Bonds. This has been
Honest Bonds for 3 fucking hours. Damn, Metroid's different from what I fucking remember it. They never making a game this whole time.
This has been Metroid Prime for the Nintendo Switch. If you guys like what you see, want to see more, be sure to let me know down below. Next time we come back to this, we're going to explore the Magmore Caverns because we have to go there next. I actually knew what we were doing this time. If you want to help support the channel, links to Throne, PayPal down below, completely optional. You don't have to do that. Thanks for looking anyway. Check out Honest Bonds. Check out Shadows. Links in the description as well. And yeah, that's all I got to say, really. And then subscribe. See you later. Thank you guys so much for watching. He's Manga Writer, and I'm Sergeant Major Mario saying ciao.
See ya.